Can you all find me here? I'm live now on, just go on to the YouTube. Let's see if we can get everybody just on YouTube, because I cannot get that working. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to come out of here and let's see. It says I'm live now on YouTube. Hiya, Joe. Jackie's here. I'm trying to find it on here, then I can see your camera as well. What a palaver. I've got myself all worked up, all clammy, and oh, honestly, I need to do more technical training, but that, I had a nightmare. I think it's changed. I think they've updated it and done something, but I ended up watching about 10 videos yesterday, all on flipping how to do the streaming, and none of them really, I couldn't understand any of them. They weren't right. And I thought I'd got YouTube on this other pad as well. So let's hope everybody finds us over here. I don't appear to have it on here. I thought I had it on here. I thought I watched it on there last time. I can watch it on my phone. So we're going to have to jump to this. Let's see if we can get everybody over here, folks. So bear with me. I'm going to come off that. Can everybody find us? Let me see. What a nightmare. What an absolute nightmare. So the Bejeweled Workshop link didn't work. Let's just go on to... Let me just get the live on here. And then I'll try and share this across to others. Right, we've got it. I've got it here. I can only apologise because how do we share this? Share. Right, it's not private now, that's the only thing. Anybody can see it, which is very annoying. But I'm going to put this link over for the ladies in the messenger chat so that they can find it. So hopefully, just bear with us. And that should take you direct to me now. Yep. And silly, I didn't turn the camera the other way. So you can get a wider thing. Right. Are you a bit crackly? Am I a bit crackly? It's normally clearer on here. It is through Streamlabs. It is a pain, an absolute pain. But hopefully most people are finding it. Never goes smoothly for me in my workshops, no, because I'm just not. I need to come on about half an hour before just to make sure that I can do it. Last time it gave me the link to share, and then when I came on it said let all the people in, start the class and let people in. It didn't do any of that this time. It didn't do any of it. It's just mad. Everything is... No, I have to do this. I do this through an app called Streamlabs. And I only really learned to do it before, as you all know, because I'm not very good. at this, doing them privately, and I managed to do it. But anyway, we're having fun. We're here now. Hopefully everybody's finding us. They do keep changing things. They keep changing everything. You just get used to something and then they change it, and it's like, why? You do so much better than I would. Oh, I don't know. They just keep changing it. And now I've set it live at that angle. I can't, it won't let me change it to sideways where you'd see better. But I don't want to go through all that again. We're not going through all that again. Oh my. Oh my. Right. Did everybody get the kits? Everybody got the kits. I hope everybody has their kit. I just want to check, have we got everybody watching in the other group as well? Has everybody managed to get on there? If they can't come over here, they should do. Hopefully you're all back on. You're all on that link. We're on the link. Okay. Whew. Kit is beautiful. Mum, I'm struggling, ladies. Colette, Anne's found me. They're saying in the chat group. Colette just needs to click on that right link. She needs to click on the correct link. And it should just bring her straight here. Let me try and... Anne's found me. Colette's struggling. I can hear that tap running again. Right, Karen's trying to sort her out. Right, let's get started. So, hopefully you have all received your kit and your digital download. So this is the Bejeweled workshop. We did the Bejeweled collection last month. It was one of the best-selling collections. That's still available if anybody wants the Bejeweled collection. This is an exclusive kit for the workshop. So you will have either received this as a digital download, or you will have got your hard copy through the post. If you booked and paid for the class, that's what you will have. If you opted to get your accessory pack, then you will get this. You will have this. You would have got an extra little bonus of some wire and little bells and some, I think I put these little sequins in as well, if I remember rightly. Just some, it was just meant to be that, but I put you some bonus bits in so we can have a play and do something different. So I'm going to put this down. We're going to get straight into it because we've just lost a bit of time, haven't we? We've lost a bit of time. So this is rather beautiful. Obviously, you've got to fussy cut it. I'm hoping you've all done your fussy cutting, that you had your email and you've done all of your cutting out. So just flicking you through to make sure that everybody's got what they should have. To be honest, these two are extras because I knew that I wouldn't really have time, but I did have an idea to make a really lovely Father Christmas mini book or something. So I put you those in as extras in the workshop kit. You have got your bows, your poinsettias, your wreath card, which we are going to start with. We're going to start with the wreath card. So I want you to have that one at the ready, or your cutouts at the ready. I'm going to show you how to make the little mini bag up as well. And then you can see these cardstocks did come out beautiful. That's the one that I did to go with the Father Christmas. So you can just see what a beautiful card that's going to be there. And then another gorgeous scene. That these you can just fold in half and have them as your base card. But, you know, cut them out, matte and lay them. You're going to get more for your money out of there, aren't you? So to start off with, we are going to need for our first card, possibly you might want some extra or different colours of poinsettia from this. Just so if you're not familiar, underneath here, because I'm not showing it if other people can access this now, you get your forever code. So once you've bought this kit in the hard copy, and that's from dawnbibby.com, of course, you will get a forever code that's under here. You go onto my website, you use that code, and you can download the digital set for free, which means that you can print off your favourite pages over and over again. So you don't just have the ability to make one wreath card, you can make numerous wreath cards. So this is where we are starting. So we want this big guy, potentially that sheet, or the items that you've cut out from that sheet. In your pack, you have got, I feel really dry tonight, I've got a drink here. You've got your 8x8 card and an envelope with it as well. I can't see messages for some reason, but we'll make a note of any orders. Yeah, I think you've got to. Colette's saying she can't see messages, but if you swipe your screen across, Colette, the messages should come on, hopefully. We're going to do the class now for 2 hours, and then for the last week, 2 hours class, but then another hour, because I've got some special items for you tonight that you can order and shop with me tonight, that haven't been seen. So they're different, some different combinations of things as well. And a brand new kit too, that is a continuation of this kit. The Sugar Plum Fairy is coming up in her full glory. So we want 8x8 card. We want your turquoise glitter card in there. In your pack as well, I have given you, and where's my piece gone? A little piece of a ribbon here, this beautiful ribbon that's an expensive ribbon, but it's just stunning. And I thought it would just add to it and give us a little bit of a luxurious bow on here. And it's cut really to the size to do the bow, so don't cut this down. You want this as it is. That's for your bow. You will see it afterwards. So hopefully you've cut out the main topper. Now, this has, I believe, because when I designed it, I did it on my print off. So it's actually come out bigger, whereas when I printed it off, it was the right size. I didn't think about that. So we're going to have to cut into this a little bit to get it down a tad smaller. So just to show you here, this was the original card that I did. Oh, there's my topper. But now I've already cut this one out. So hopefully you've all done that. If not, none of the messages are changing on my screen. Going to ask you to do a bow. We are going to do a bow. Yes, we are going to do a bow. Have I stopped now? Oh, going back to the live. Going back to the live on my screen that I can see what you're all saying. Good. Right, so that will literally fit over the front of your card now. So we're going to have to cut this down. So apologies, I didn't think about adjusting that. But if we want them to be a mat, then we want to come into this. So the first thing that I will do is take the outer border off. So as long as you've all got this cut down, we are going to go into here and take that outer border down. When you print it off from your digital download, it will be correct to the size that I did, which literally fits onto your card just with a mat around it. But we're going to have to just adjust this because clever me didn't think about that. So I'm going to cut this down and then let's see, once we've got that edge off, whether we need to go in a little bit further or not. But this is just to create, we're starting off with a nice simple one. Apart from you creating your bow, and I know you all can create your bow. Yes, you can. My messages aren't updating either. I'm going to watch Thincraft after. That's a very good idea. It is a good idea just to watch, take it all in, because you can watch this back anywhere. Right, so if we look at that now, can you see it's not far off? Not far off the fit. I think I still want a little bit more off. So I'm going to take a bit more off. We can replace gems on the outer side. First of all, I'm going to cut right up to the edge of the gems. You could use your paper trimmer if you prefer, of course. Probably should be doing that myself. Let's cut up to the edge of the gems. the food gems in the corner. I've got some lovely sparkly packs for you tonight, some new little Christmas embellishment sets and some with gems in. So let's just do that and see. I think we're probably going to be about right there. There you go. That's going to fit on like that. Could have been a bit straighter. I might straighten it a bit now. Couldn't cut it straight with scissors. It's probably not perfectly straight. It's probably not. Right, I'm going to just come in a bit further because I want it straighter. I don't mind if I'm cutting in my gem a bit. Right, so we do need to get down into that gem, I'm afraid. And if you want more of a background, you're going to have to cut a bit more off. If you want less of a matte, yeah, we're going to do a bunny ear bow. That's what we're going to do. Have we got everybody here? I'm hoping that we have got everybody here. Everybody from the group. Can everybody see now? Let's hope so. Right, so let's look at this mat now in proportion with this. So this is a nice easy card for you to start off with there. So I've now got it so that I've got a nice edge around it. I am going to just have to use my little scissors because I don't like it when I've got a little bit of a frayed edge around the edge of my card. What about the rain? Last night we finally got rain. Well, we did here. Did everybody get rain? Is it raining everywhere? I think everyone is in. Brilliant. It looks like it from numbers anyway. I think we're okay. We're okay. We've got everybody, hopefully. Right, so, and this doesn't get deleted on here. On YouTube, they don't get deleted. On Facebook, they get deleted. And I was downloading them off Facebook to put on YouTube, and I couldn't download. It wouldn't let me download. So I was like, oh, seriously? Seriously? Right, so we're going to make a mat. Now, I never measure. I do it by eye. So I put this down. I look at the space I have got here and here. And I make a little snip there because it's glitter card and it's hard to see with a pokey tool mark. And a little slit here. And then we are going to cut that. Now this is a big piece of glitter card and we're working with a card topper if you've got the kit. So I don't mind. I'm going to gut this. I know a lot of you don't like gutting, but I'd rather have that extra piece of glitter card because the glitter cards are more expensive. You know, it's like 40p a sheet. So we want to be sure that we're getting our money's worth for it because most of that's not going to be seen. I've got that little bit left and I've got that. So, and these trimmers are particularly good because this is where it cuts. Sorry about my nails, I still haven't been. This is where it cuts. So we just take the blade to about 1 inch of the way away from it, all the way round. Have you all had a bit of rain then? It looks like you're all saying you've had a bit of rain. Oh, Debbie's not had rain. No, and I brought my washing in, luckily, but I left my towels out, 2 towels out, and they're wet through again now, so I've just left them. Rainwater won't do them any harm. So I've got that I can use for something else now. So really simple, obviously. Did a boot sale and it rained on and off all the time. Oh, that's so annoying. Right, so this is going to go on there and that on top of it to give us the little blue edge all the way around. Just going to center that down there. I have treated myself to a new bottle, a brand new bottle of glue tonight. Now, if you don't know my glue, 3-second grab, 10-second hold. When you open the bottle, you've got a little seal on there, so you need to take that. You won't believe I've had people writing to me saying it won't come out of the bottle and they haven't taken the seal off. So do check your bottles for seals. So we're going to pop that in, and this virtually sticks to anything. It will stick on glitter card as well. So a lot of people say you can't stick on glitter card. Well, you can if you've got the right glue. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. You don't need tons of glue. It's a very strong glue. Sticks glitter card vellum, acetate, parchment, foil card, everything. It's a cracker. Right, we're going to put that down. And I'm trying to even it. It's a little bit taller, my topper, than it is wide. So I'm trying to even it across so I've got kind of equal space at either side there. And then this is simply going to sit in the middle of that. Like so, around here. There we go. So let's put this down onto here. And we'll stick this down. Well, I know people aren't over keen. Some people don't want to sign into YouTube, but I think YouTube is safer. Right now, YouTube is a lot safer and a lot more organised than Facebook is. So you don't quite hear of the same scams and everything on YouTube than you do on Facebook. So a lot of people are moving over to YouTube rather than Facebook now. I'm going to move that. I haven't quite gone far enough there, so I'm going to take that off. That's going to have soaked in a bit, so I'm doing it again. Down to here. The only problem is, it's fine with the workshop, but when we're selling the products afterwards, we had some real confusion last time because people in the messenger group who were watching were asking for things, and it became difficult with people not knowing who's first. Jane says she's tried signing in, it won't let me in the moment, just keeps circling. Bizarre, isn't it? Very bizarre. Right, so we've got our wreath down. Now that looks lovely on its own. Jo says she agrees with me. Yeah, it's safer on here than Facebook. Facebook is getting terrible. I keep having a message coming through to me to say, click the link to become verified. I'm already verified. And it's a scam. It's a scam. So it's like, just a scam. They haven't even looked to see that I am verified. But that verified means you've got a blue tick after your name so that people can't rip you off. They can't, if they form another page that's Dawn Bibby, you know it's not me because it's not verified. Right, now, I have given you one big bow. So if you don't want to put the extra bow on, you can go with this bow, but I just thought it was depth of it. You have got on this sheet, on the one sheet, let's just have a look. This is your one sheet. You've got all of these poinsettias at the bottom. And I had put 2 large poinsettias. And then I had gone on mine, I'd gone for 3 in between, alternating the colours across here. Obviously placing them on 3D form. So this is my card here. And I'd put the bow underneath the bow to give it a bit more depth and a bit more width. So this is one way of doing it. I'm just going to put my glue gun on as well, if I can get it on. So that I haven't got my cooler on tonight. I probably need it in a little bit. Let's just plug this in because I forgot. Come on. Come on. Because it's easy to stick a bow either with silicone glue, hot glue gun, or heavy body gel. If you've got either of or any of those. So you have got those. However, on this other sheet here, you've got extra bows, little bows, and you've got loads of extra poinsettias, and you've got a different colour in poinsettias, the pale pink. So if you have cut some of those out, we can mix this up a bit. You could have some bows around here as well if you wanted to. You could go a little bit bow crazy. You could have bows all around your wreath and opt for something along this line if you wanted to. Put bows onto it. Go in that direction. We could bring the paler poinsettias in as well, because I think those are rather nice. So we could have some of the paler ones go a little bit brighter. We could maybe just go all pink. We could have pink and pink and pink and pink on the poinsettias. There's one more pink I didn't cut out. Excuse me, and I thought if I did that I'd probably want it. So we could go very pink because the pink pops a bit more on to here. I've got one more pink just over here. So maybe I'll do pink. Let's fussy cut this one out. Now, when I'm fussy cutting, I take the motif off the sheet, take it off completely, because then we can take our scissors and we're literally just opening and closing the scissors and we're working around the edge of here, like so, moving the paper into the scissors so we get a smoother cut. Now, I am not following every single line of my poinsettia. I'm just not doing that because I'll be there forever. I am just working my way around the edge. And then if we want to do a little bit of shaping, if we want to maybe curve these back onto here, we can do. If you have got the digital download, you could print these off a few times and decoupage part of the layers. That would also work really nicely. Very nice. I think I'm going to do this one in all the pinks just so that it looks a bit different, because the other one I've got pink and lilac. So I'm kind of alternating these onto here. We're going to alternate. Don't know what happened, but I had to go out, then got lost in a loop trying to find you again. Bizarre. Jane just watching on here and commenting in Facebook, Bejewel Cat's having issues signing into chat on here. It's just bizarre, isn't it? It's bizarre. Right, so this little bow, I'm going to overlap on the bottom bow. These are going to go onto 3D foam, so choose what colour of poinsettias you want to have. And like I said, I think I'm going to go all pink on this one. Like so. Your ribbon, right, are we ready for a bunny rabbit ears ribbon? I've given you extra because if anybody has dexterity issues, then hopefully you've got enough ribbon to do this with, but it is just enough for the bow. So you're going to create 2 bunny rabbit's ears like this, okay, 2 loops essentially, 2 loops. You're then going to, I just squeeze them down a bit, so squeeze your loops. You're going to cross over like that, so that you're crossing that. You've got a hole here, so you're just taking those 2 loops, crossing, and then you're going to push one of those loops through the hole in the center and pull. And then you're going to adjust them. So you're going to be pulling back the loop to get it to the size that you want it to be. So pull, twist, and you see it's more or less the perfect size. And then you just have to wiggle it a bit to get it into the right shape that you want. On here, yeah, it just looks sparkly because it's got the faux gem print onto it, but of course you can add gems onto it. You can use your stickles onto it, you can use your glue pen with glitter, my glue with glitter, whatever you would like. So then you just adjust this till you get your perfect bow, and then you're going to cut your tail. So if you put your tails kind of together and fold those in half and then cut with the V going towards the middle, you've then got your little V edge. Not so perfect. Do that one again. Like so. One at a time. And we've got our little V. That one's not as bad as the other. And here. Christine is saying that you can see the comments even though you're not signed in. It must be something that you hit or swipe on the live feed. Can you comment though on them, Christine? Can you actually comment? I know this ribbon's stunning, isn't it? It's the German ribbon. So I just thought, you see, you could just put that bow on the card. But my idea was that if we overlap it, then it ties in with the beautiful wreath and the paper, and it gives us that wonderful, wonderful look to it there. Really pretty. So we're going to stick our bow centre on down there at the bottom. You might want to adjust the size of your tails. No, she said she can't comment on YouTube. So if you were signed in, then you can comment. You can comment if you're signed in, but you can't comment. You can read, but you can't comment. So that's going to go down here at the bottom. Just adjust it wherever you want. On there, I'm going to take a little bit of my hot glue gun and put that down there. I'm doing it back to front so you can hopefully see a bit better. And then with this, just to give it a little bit of lift away from the bow, I am going to use some of the 3D foam behind it. Just in the centre here. Because then it's going to sit on there. It's going to sit at that little bit raised. Because these, if not, it would push the loops of my bow down flatter. Because that's going to, I've curved it a bit, so it's going to push down. So just popping that onto there. But then we have to stick onto the ribbon. Now, because this is fabric, we want wet glue. So you can use your heavy body gel. You can use your hot glue gun. You can use silicone glue, whatever, just to get that stuck down onto there properly. I'm hoping it's kind of stuck right because I'm looking at it back to front. Whoop, whoop, got a wonky bow, but it's the bow. Yeah, just adjust, keep pulling back and forth, Louise, until you've got it right. Little drink. So then, oh, I have to do 3D form these anyway. So even that just on its own looks good. So if you wanted to do a batch of Christmas cards with presents, you know, nice big card, but you didn't want to do a lot of work, then you could just print these off, put a nice bow on the bottom of them, add a few gems, bit of glitter, and you're done really, aren't you? So you could go down that route, or you can go the next stage and decorate it with all the poinsettias. So let's go to those poinsettias because I have got all of these and I've opted for all the pinks. And we're going to put 3D foam on the back of them. Forgot on me now. And I do like these scissors when I'm doing the 3D foam because they just don't stick the same because they have the titanium coating. So it enables you to actually pull it away without it gunging up all your scissors quite the same. Onto there. So I'm just going to put it primarily in the middle. I might put a bit more on the bigger ones. Like so. I do like the rolls of 3D foam. I just think they give you more to work with. So we've got those now. Let's go back to the card. I'm alternating, so I'm going to go a small, a big, a small, a big, in a small. I was going to do some extra pine cones to pop in there, but then I'd kind of got enough products in there. But we have got other sheets with pine cones on. Looks like one of those expensive cards you see in the M&S shop. Yeah, it does really. Right, so balance it. You don't want them kind of looking like they're symmetrical. I don't really want that kind of symmetrical look to it. I want to have it a little bit different so it's not quite at the same angle. So maneuver it around a little bit. Then take off your 3D foam, give these a little tease so they're going to stand a bit proud. If you want to double stack them with your 3D foam, then you could absolutely do that too, which would just give it a bit more depth. That means put another layer of 3D foam underneath here. So if you want to do that, then you can. Why not? And that's going just down a fraction. So we have got, that was the original one that I did, that was printed on paper, as you can see, and I've brought the purple in there. I've gone for all pink on here, so the pink's standing up a little bit more, it's a bit brighter. on here. And then, of course, we want a little bit of glitter glue. Now, I chose to go with Waterfall for the fir branches. So any of your greens, if you've got greens or Waterfall, I do think it would be rather lovely to have some gems in the centre of these poinsettias. And we have some great gems coming up. Didn't bring any out for myself. That would have been a clever thing to do, wouldn't it? Let's just see. I've got purple, haven't I? I've got these big. Oh, I've got big blue. Oh, I might go for these. We haven't got these big blue, any more of them, but lots of you purchased them. Or the big lilac, you know those that we had. Big blue, a big lilac. Where's my paper tool gone? It's hiding from me. Got it. These are the 75p a sheet ones. So I'm going to take these just for added sparkle and go blue in the centre of them. Because this is kind of like dual tone colours all across this. And I think if you stay within those parameters, even though we're alternating colours, it's going to look pretty good. In fact, the smaller ones have a blue gem, a faux gem in the centre of them. So we can just add those gems in there. You could even get away with putting these on the bow as well, just to make it a bit more decadent. I haven't got Frank here now. Frank's gone, started work today again. Short notice, got offered a job he couldn't turn down, so he's back over in Cambridge. Back over in Cambridge. I like it with all the pink flowers. Yeah, I think they just pop a bit more. And I think we could do with a big gem there. I've got some big gems after, kind of. Right, so I am then going to take, I'm going to follow some of the little spruce, just add a little bit of sparkle on here. You can do this later, it's not a problem, but all I'm doing is kind of scratching it over the spruce, following some of the detail. It's up to you just how far you want to go, if you want to add more and more onto it. I know the Waterfall looks blue, but look how it kind of picks up the greeny shades on the spruce. It's an iridescent glitter glue. We have got this in stock as well. We've got Waterfall in stock. So I just thought that this worked really nicely because it's not heavy green. It's not going to bring a lot of heaviness of green, because the green that's on here is more of like a minty green, or even going into a turquoisey green, if you know what I mean. So I didn't want it to be a heavy green. I just thought that this would work quite well. So we're just going to add a little bit of sparkle. And you could go onto your flowers and add a little bit more onto your flowers. If you've got one of the pinks or one of the iridescents, that's going to work really nicely. Likewise, you could also bring some small gems. If you want real decadent, bring some small gems around the inside of the flowers, because they've got all the little areas for the beading there, haven't they? Take a look at that. They've got, see what I mean here? Yeah, Joanne's taking orders down, folks. If anybody wants anything, Joanne is writing them down. So yeah, we've got Waterfall in stock. So you can see there, just that little bit of that softer sparkle. But this is what I mean. Around the centre of here, you could use pearl paint, or you could use your glitter glue or gems on the little faux dots there as well. And I think that is so simple because of that printed design, but really easy for you to make something very stunning. We could even bring a little bit of glitter. The aubergine, the purple aubergine, I don't think I've got aubergine, no, I had lavender. The aubergine matches with the bow, so you could go over that. I've no diamond stickles in stock. All I've got is crystal. I've got crystal and I've got icicle. You cannot get diamond stickles at the moment. They're sold out. They need to manufacture again, I think. So we've got waterfall. We've got beach cruiser, which is the other one that's really nice with this. This one. This is kind of a jadey green. So if you did want to bring a little bit of the jade green in here, because that's taking you down a proper green route on to these, then this is beach cruiser. I'm not going too heavily with it. So over the leaves itself, just a little bit of subtlety with beach cruiser, because this is kind of in between. It's kind of a very, well, jade green, that is, to me. It's a jade green. So you can just add little highlights of that on. I also think you could wait till that dries, and then you could go in the little black flower soft on the pine cones if you wanted to as well. So that is just so pretty. Yeah, beach cruiser is a really cool colour. It's a really nice colour. So that's your waterfall, which is an iridescent blue, pale blue, and that's your beach cruiser. Those are the ones. I don't think I've any aubergine left. Aubergine's the purple, and it is crystal that we've got in the fine iridescent. Is it crystal? No, it's stardust. I'm sorry, it's stardust. It's stardust and icicle. Icicle is the thicker one. So that's what I've used on there. It's really very simple, very effective. And I think that makes a really special Christmas card. You've got your digital download, so you can print it off as many times as you would like. So we just need to leave that to dry now. And we are moving on to the next card. The next one. Right, the next one we are going to do is the Sugar Plum Fairy. Now, I loved this when I created this Sugar Plum Fairy card, so much so that I decided I'm going to do another kit, an extension for this evening, which is based on the Sugar Plum Fairy. Have I got any of the ribbon? I do have some left. I don't know the price. It's not a cheap one. So I can do some by the yards. I haven't got rolls because that was one that I got in from Germany. But yeah, if you want to order 1 or 2 yards or something, then I can probably do that for you. But I would need to check the price on it, Louise. It is rather beautiful. We did have, let me just look up here. I've got another colour in it. Not that we're meant to be doing this just yet, but oh, I haven't put prices on, silly. This is the other colour, which is more of a mauve. I haven't got that one here. But this is the darker, like a mulberry or a wild berry. But I haven't put prices on because I got them for misusing kits. So, and I'd have to, I probably will ship some more in once I start getting my Christmas stocking, because I have to ship from Germany for this one. But there's this colour, and then there's the one that you've seen, which is more, kind of more plummy, you see. They've got the 2 different shades. So that one's available, and I have a bit of the other one left. So yes, if you want, if Joanne makes a note of it, what you'd like, and I will see the price for you. But it is rather stunning. So 2 yards for Louise. Right, so we're going to move on to this one now. We are going to move on to our Sugar Plum Fairy. So there is tonight a whole Sugar Plum Fairy kit as well. And I've just remembered I hadn't finished. I started that many things today and didn't get everything ready. So we'll do that at the end though. So your Sugar Plum Fairy card, this is what we're making. You are going to need in your pack, you've got the dark blue, dark navy card. You've got the blue foil card. And you've got this background sheet. We're going to need those 3 pieces of card. So these 3 pieces of card you need to get together. Even if you're not crafting along with me tonight, ladies, if you have got the bits together, then it will make it easier for you. If you've got your packs in front of you, just get those bits together and put them together in a pile, and then you know that's exactly what's being used. It's easy to come back. Excuse me. Yeah, I have got some of the ribbon colour on the wreath, but not a lot, which is why I only gave you enough to tie your bow. But I will get some more in at some point. Right, so this is what we are doing now. So hopefully you have cut out your fairy in the frame. Cut your fairy out in the frame. This is from your embellishment sheet. There. Here. And then I have used the teddy bear. Little teddy bear. It doesn't have to be the same one, but I did this set of 3 parcels, but I ended up cutting one off for my card because I thought it was a bit big. So that's kind of there, but cut one parcel off. I've got my drum and drumsticks, and I've got my little dolly that sits down the front. I assume that everybody wants the ribbon in the kit. Yes, but the other one is an option, and I do have more of that, but it is slightly softer shade, as you can see. But it still goes with it, but it's more dusky. It's a bit more vintagey, that one, the wild berry. So I'd call this one plum, and this one wild berry, if anybody wants. So the plum, I won't have vast amounts of, I know that. But the wild berry, I've got a full roll, and this is like a 25-meter roll. So I might have it, if I'm lucky, I might have 10 yards, but I don't think I've got quite that much because I think I've used it for other things too. Okay, so if you've got your bits together for this one, we're going to start with our base card. So you can see we've just done the little fold back card. Little fold back, and then we are cutting all of our sections to sit onto that card. So first things first, we want a scoring board, or you can use your trimmer with a ballpoint embossing tool. That will work too. We are going to score this just under 6 inches. I was working inches. Colette's saying she can't send messages. Can she have some ribbon, please? Just 1 yard, Colette. And pull this back here. So we're scoring. Joanne wants 2 yards if we've got them. Oh, Joanne's on it. Joanne's in the other group as well. Joanne's on it. Thank you, Joanne. And then we're going to go at 3. So you've got 1 just under 6 and 1 at 3. That's where you score him. One of my fairies is missing a hand when I cut it out. Yeah, she is. This one, she goes off the edge of the card. That's what we're using her for. That's how it is. She disappears off the edge of the card. I designed her like that. Right, so and just pop that back. This is going to fold like this. It's going to fold like that. Like so. Nice and easy. Going to fold like that. It's one of the easiest cards now. I can't get on messages now. Can I please have 1 yard of both ribbon colours? That's Michelle. Michelle can't get back in now. Oh my. Oh my, you need to come out of YouTube and go back in to YouTube. Right, next thing, we're going to take this and we need to decide which design is most important, right? Because I've done a fold back, I think I want this. This is more important. The inside of the card's more important because you're going to see the inside. Look, the big picture's going on the front, so you don't see a lot of the big picture. It's the inside. You're going to see this more. So I want to have the scene in there. So this is the important bit. So we want to pop this down. Don't you love the colour of this? This purple and navy. I know I have a bit of a thing for purple and navy. It's terrible. Terrible. We're going to go here. We're going to cut this. And here, because I want to mat it as well. So I'm going to come to that level. Now I know this top level, I'm going to want all my card that, because it's going to go right the way through here. So we're going to cut the top strip off, okay? Don't cut down here first, cut the top strip across. And then we know that we've got it the right size for all of them. So we're just going to come within that little cut, hold it nice and flat to your trimmer and cut that down. So then we have got our page, and this would effectively sit nicely onto our base card now. So I marked my first cut, which is here. So we're going to bring it right to there and trim that down. Then we can see, let's just check, that's going to sit there. Like so, and it's got enough room for a mat around it. So the next bit is our centre panel, because I want the story to continue. So I want this to be next at the bottom, down here. So let's look again how much space I want. If I want an equal mat around here and around this section. So I'm going to lay that down again. I can see by eye. If you prefer to measure, then measure, but I don't. I do everything by eye. So I'm going to come across here and I'm going to snip there. So then I'm going to cut that section. Like so. And to there. And so my story continues, you see. And then the last bit is here that we are going to cut and bring this in. We're going to lose the lamppost at this front, but you're not going to see it because of the topper really. So I'm going to bring that in to there, which is actually going to give us a clear lamppost that we could use on something else if we wanted to, or we could use it on this card. So we're going to come over here and cut this section out. See, so we've got this nice skinny lamppost here that could be fussy cut out and use. Because it's backwards for you, you've lost the plot. Well, don't worry, because you can watch this back after. Right, so I'm going to flip that around. I know I can't figure out how to flip it, and I might be able to do it on Streamlabs, but I can't figure out. I wonder if you can. I think if I go back to front, I think it's going to flip the kind. Just let me bear with. It's going to get probably curtains. Yeah, curtains. Curtains. It won't flip that way. It's a shame if it won't flip up and down, but I don't know how to do it. Used to be a magic wand. There used to be a magic wand on Facebook. What does that do? Retouch. Oh, well, that don't mean out, does that? Oh no, don't do that now. Oh, see, I shouldn't be messing. Come back. Does anybody know if there's a flip switch on here? I'll have to look to see if you can flip it. I don't know, just messing. If not worth me messing after we struggle to get on anywhere. Don't lose things again. Exactly. Right, so you've got your whole picture continued here. And then we are going to mat that with that beautiful royal blue foil. We've run out of this to sell it individually. I need to get this again because I just think it's a beaut, an absolute beaut. So we're going to mat that down now. We're going to go around these and create little mats. So the same thing again, if I put that down onto here and I decide, okay, how big do I want this mat around here? I don't want it too big because obviously it'll be too big for my little section. So we're going to mark there. I can do that with my pokey tool now. And mark there so I can see where to cut. And then we can take this Again, let's take off the top strip, because by taking off the top strip, it's going to be the same size right across, and we know it's going to fit the whole sheet. So just taking that little strip off here means that we've got the first side done of every mat. Pop that down, trim that. That should be right now for the first one. Oh, what have I done? Oh no, this is shorter. How can that be? What have I just done? What have I just done? I took too much off. I took too much. Can you put up the measurements for where to score the base card? I can, but it's just 3 and 6. Just under 6. And just under 3. So it's a really easy piece. I'm going to have to flip it this way, which means I won't have enough now. I'll have to get another piece of card. Don't do as I say, do as I do. I don't know what I did there, because it should have been just right, A4. And then I'm going to cut there. How did I manage that? So that's going to go there. I have no idea what I did then. But yeah, it's just 3 and 6. It's half an A4, then half of the piece that you've got left over. That's the easiest way. Half A4 and half of the piece that's left over. So your A4 is just under, an A4 piece of card is just under 12 inches. So if you think of half of that, that's just under 6. And then half of that is 3. Made you feel better? I don't know how I did that though. I have no idea what happened there. How did I cut that down when it was an A4 piece of card? So this is going here. Ta-da! Onto there. And then my last piece, which means I've got to open this spare pack, is going to go at the side of there for the big one. Yeah, do you get it now? Do you get it now, Karen? Look at that. How can it be wrong? How can I have cut? I just mark there and cut it. Oh. Watch again, mark there. Did you watch last night when that piece flew off the table? I have no idea, still can't find. Colette says, can she have lot 1, lot 2 and lot 3, please? To our Joanne. Right, so let's cut here and here and hope that they're all pretty similar. Live crafting, live crafting. Okay, so we've got that there. It won't be far off anyway. You've got more time to be precise. That's going to sit there. This is going to sit here. And that's going to sit there in the front section. So we've got our sections done. I'm going to whisk this around so I can see what I'm doing and stick them down. I'm being a little bit special tonight, are you? And let's just pop that down there. On to here. I should have just trimmed off some of my bitty bits. There we go. And that's going on the inside of there. I don't know where things disappear. I walk around looking for stuff and it's just like, I don't know. And it's getting worse. I walk from one room to the other to get something and stand there and think, I don't know what I've come for. I have no idea what I've come in here for. Stand there again. Then I have to go back to what I was doing to remember what it was that I needed. And then I go back again. It's Mad, isn't it? Mad. Dawn, can I ask, do you print on 250 paper or card, please? 250 GSM is a card weight. Once it goes above 200 GSM, it's considered a card weight. So if it's below that, then it's a paper. So 250 GSM is a card weight. That's what it is. So, and it depends if your printer will print it onto card. My printer in here will not print onto card, but the Smart Tank that I've got in the other room does print onto card. How much did you cut off the top this time? Because the first time I did it wrong. I have taken, I think that was the piece off the top. If you look at your full piece of A4 card there, and I lift that up to there, that's the piece I've cut off the top, and that measures, if it's in centimetres, it is, I'd say 7 millimetres. If it's in inches, it's just over a quarter of an inch. 7 millimetres off here to get that mat. So 7 mil there is what I've lifted off. And then we're going to pop that onto here. I'm just going to, I do everything by eye. I don't measure. Yeah, it's weird not having Frank here now. It is just text. He said it went okay, it's a good job. He weren't very happy though. They got all day and he's out in the elements. I mean, when it's hot, I don't know if he'll cope. Next week it's meant to be a heat wave again, isn't it? Another heat wave coming. He gets a 30-minute break, that's all. They don't get any more than a 30-minute break all day, and he's there from like 6:30 or 7 to 5. That's a long day, because normally you would get at least a brew break, wouldn't you, in the afternoon or something. But he said no, they just give him a 30-minute lunch break and that's it. I googled it, Karen. I did Google it to see, and it says that the law stipulates if you work more than 6 hours, you're entitled to a 20-minute break. That's all it says. It's at the employer's, it's the employer's decision if they want to give you any more, but that's law. So they're just giving him 10 minutes more. I thought it were illegal, that's why I Googled it, but I went on health and safety and it isn't. So now you've got a beautiful, that's these scenes that I've created, and I'm doing quite a lot of these scenes. I think these work really nicely to do this kind of card so that you've got the whole thing following through. So quite a number of scenes that you can do that with, and it works really nicely. Now we're going to do the front of the card, but this lady, Sugar Plum Fairy, is what I've positioned down here at the bottom, and I put the little teddy bear just at the side like so, and I've stuck those on. I think I stuck the teddy on 3D, but I put the lady on flat. Yeah, so my Sugar Plum Fairy is going on flat up to the bottom of this. Yeah, I know, just Google it. It says if you work more than 6 hours, you're entitled to a 20-minute break by law in the UK. But it doesn't say, because I always thought you got like 30 minutes for lunch and like a 10-15 minute break for like bathroom or a drink. That's what I always thought in my employed life. Not that I've been employed very much. I've always been self-employed since I was 21, apart from 3 years of hell when I worked at Create and Craft. But that's what I thought. Yeah, the scenes like this work really nicely. Even if you cut them down, if you go for a smaller scene, in like if you do it down into a 6x6, for example, then that's going to work really nicely too. So we're going to pop that at the bottom of here. And I am just overlapping there. I wanted her just popping off the edge of the card, and it was just the space I had on the bottom of my embellishment sheet when I decided. And then put our teddy bear just down there at the bottom. Right, going back to the front of the card, you've got your big sugar plum fairy, which is going to sit central. That's what I mean, you lose this front scene. But I think it still needs it. I like the continuation of the lines at the top and the bottom of the card. Will the live be on YouTube? This live? This will stay on YouTube. Yes, we'll post it. And it should stay. I hope it just stays here on YouTube, yeah. Michelle's saying, to be honest, as a teacher, I work from 8 AM until 6 PM with no break. But you should have been entitled to one though, shouldn't you? But you probably didn't because you were conscientious and wanted to get your work done. So this I have taken on my card here, which is the digital download. I put lilac behind it just to enhance it and pop it off. But if you'll notice, because this is slightly bigger, if we put it down here, because it's the printed version, look how much more you've got when you get in the printed version. I didn't think to adjust it. Then we could just use it as it is because it looks magnificent just in the frame, or you could matte and layer it if you wanted to. I'm just going to use it in the frame. So I want to stick this onto here and just on the front half of the card. So we're going to put 3D foam down this front section. So just be mindful when you look at it where it's going to work from. So we don't want to go any further over here. So look again, always pay attention to this. Look where the actual, if that's sitting centrally there, you want to come to this side of the gem, that side of the gem here. So you want it to be, 3D foam cannot come over here. Otherwise you'll stick your topper to your back of your card as well. I do 11-hour shift and I get an hour. Yeah. Well, anyway, he said that he didn't have breaks. But he said it seems to be a good job, so he said he'll stay there. As long he moves around because it's work. The job that he does, he kind of gets moved from site to site. So he goes into working housing sites and he does until they finish what they're doing, and then he moves to another site. So it's not a job that's like a permanent job in a location. But there's a lot of building sites in Cambridge, so he ends up there. And he has friends and family over there, so he stays there too. He lived with he lives with his sister over in Cambridge, but he stays here a lot now with me too. Right, so that's going to go there, can you see? Like so. So when you're sticking this on, look at your background mat, and you want this to be central. So I can see a little bit of my background mat there and a little bit of my background mat there, and I want it to be central from top to bottom as well. You can always go a little bit higher than, if you don't want to go center in the middle, you can go higher. I tend to go higher than I do lower. I go higher because it's more balanced that way. So we're going to take this off here. Did 6 weeks solid, night and day due to no staff, and I had no break except sleep, and that's terrible. Terrible. Right, so let's bring this in. If you are worried about getting that down and it being in the right place, then I'm sure you all know the age-old trip is you put a bit of wet glue over the top of your 3D foam, which makes your 3D foam a little bit slippy, so that you've got a chance to move it and get it in the right location before you press down to get it solid in place. So I put a little bit of glue on there, then it gives me a bit of wiggle room, so I can now position. And I'm going to go over a fraction more, I think I need. Just a fraction, that's it. Like so. So it's now just stuck down there. and opens up a treat. And then we can add some more decoration on to here. I have cut out my little message, wishing you fairy dust and sweetest wishes, which can stick on the back of there in the card. And I'm not going to mat that. I am just going to put it directly on because these are done like frames. I always have to wet glue my foam, never get things in the right place first. Yeah, well, it's handy, I think. It's handy. That's going to go there, hopefully central. Looking back to front. Could come up a fraction maybe. And then back here, I have got dolly, drums, and parcels. Now, the parcel, you could keep them all on, but I just think it looks better if we take the bigger parcel off here at the side and just leave one big and the small to come over here. You could, you know, you've got a bit missing there. There is nothing to stop you though. If you wanted to do like parcel, always think about the bits that you can pop behind. Even if you've got a cut out bit, don't throw them away. You just reposition them and tuck them behind something else, so you put an embellishment over them. So we can have that there and just give us a bit more depth. So this one I would put on 3D foam, and that one tucked behind I would do flat. So let's put this down on here. Like so. That little bit can go on the back of our drums so we're not wasting it. Oh, I have to go and get my nails done. It's ridiculous. Tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'm going to come live tomorrow night. The reason being, if you see the amount of orders that's in the kitchen, that I didn't get everybody's out last week, they're still here. There's masses and masses and I can't move for them. I might not come live tomorrow night and come live on Thursday night and potentially Friday. If Frank doesn't come back, I might come live Friday instead, because I am tired at the moment. I don't know why. I'm really tired, and I'm just worried about all the orders. There's no point me doing live sales and then you're not getting your stuff. It was just after my granddaughter was born. My daughter nearly fell out with me because I wasn't there. I was a manager, so I had no choice. Yeah, it's not good, is it? Not good. You miss out on precious times, but there are times that we just think, what are we doing? What are we doing? Right, that's going to go back down there. A little bit more on this one. Oh, there we go. For the drums. And that's just going to go off to the side. I'm going to go down here. And we've got all of our beautiful little embellishments and our card. And again, we're going to sparkle her up. We're going to put a bit of sparkle. I know you probably still have invoices to do. I have loads of invoices to do, and I need to get the money in because it's nearly rent time and car time and all of that. And it's just piling up. And Sarah unpacked some of the boxes and added more things in that I hadn't finished when she come in yesterday. And it's just a bit crazy. So I said, I've got to get these out. We can't, you've got to have a cut off at some point and say, right, we're getting the orders out now. So I said, maybe I just don't do the live. I've got Nativity, which is nearly ready. But I'll probably do that Thursday night and try and just get that done tomorrow. Right, I'm going to just put, this is Stardust I'm using on here just to add a little bit of sparkle. The iridescents are fabulous. The only ones I can get at the moment are the Stardust and the Icicle, which is the thicker one. So we're just going to add some of this. And then the other thing that I did with mine is I've gone right around the edge, and I do think that that looks really lovely. So tonight is a little bit more basic card making than the last few workshops, to be honest. We've done a bit more technical stuff on the last ones, but I just thought it's such a beautiful kit. I didn't know whether, quite a few people have asked if I would just do a workshop with the Bejeweled kit itself without having a new kit. Obviously it takes me a long time to do the kits. So I was thinking maybe I'd just do a night with a workshop on for the original Bejeweled kit if anybody wants to, which would just be £5 a person. And we'll do a 3-hour class just using the main kit. If you are interested, let me know and I'll set a date. Uh-oh. So I'm following the outer edge and the inner line on the frame. You see here in between the frame with my stickles, and I always think this looks really nicely when you do this. It just adds a little bit of definition. That's why I think as well it doesn't need another mat. If you've got an absolutely beautiful topper like this that already has kind of a faux mat, it has the edge around it. And if you just go in with one of the stickles, it's going to look divine anywhere. And these toppers are fabulous for shaker cards too. They're fabulous for shaker cards. So now you can, the gems in the corner, we could use transparent glaze on just to make them shine. Or we could use our glitter glue again. Or we could just do, if you just do little like sparkle highlights like this onto them, that's going to look fabulous anywhere. Just those at the top. I've done a gem onto that. So as much as you want to put on. Happy to do workshops, love crafting and watching along. Yep, no problem. So you can see there now that little sparkly border makes all the difference. And you've got our lovely little topper inside of here. I was like, should I put one of the little bows up here as well? I thought that was quite nice just to finish it off. And to there, add a little bow. I like this colour. I'm going to have that colour of bow up here. Just put it on a little bit of 3D form again. Yeah, I've done a whole kit Sugar Plum Fairy. I'm going to show you after. I'll show you after. We'll do our cards, and then we'll have a quick brew break, and then we'll have a look at some specials I've got for you tonight for shopping, and you're doomed. And the Sugar Plum Fairy kit. There's another kit, there's a gift bag kit as well, and I've not printed the gift bag off. We're going to make a gift bag. Right, so little bow at the top corner, should you wish as well. And you've got your Sugar Plum Fairy card. Nice and simple, very effective. I would put glitter, a little bit of stickles on her too, as I did there. Look, little bit of stickles there. I didn't put the bow in the top corner on this one, but the little bit of stickles. And you've got a gorgeous card. Gorgeous card. We have to leave that to dry. But isn't she pretty? I just need to do a little body there as well. I missed that bit. A little bejeweled body. Missed that. I feel I have to do it, but I do. Still have her ballet dress. Sugar Plum Fairy. Did you do ballet? How very lovely. There you go. So that is the next one. Now, I'm going to just jump. We've got one more card to do. But I'm just going to jump to the gift bag. The gift bag that you get in your kit. Because I want to show you. And I've got a set of gift bags for you tonight. Where's my gift bag gone? Right. So these little gift bags. Another card to dry. Stay there. These are the gift bags, and I haven't printed them all off actually. Let's hope I can get back on my live because it's just disappeared. Will it let me print? I don't know if it will. Right, we have got 10 different gift bags. These are printed on paper and I think they're quite good on paper. It's up to you if you want them on paper or card. It makes no difference to me. Makes no difference. Oh, don't let me come back on my live. Scaring me. I'm back. I just need to check the 10 sheet because I didn't write it down. Silly woman. Oh, what was the 10 sheet pack of them? I think it's either $8.99 or $9.99, isn't it? I need to check. I think it's about that. And I don't know, but it's around there. If somebody can go on my website, if they've got another app thing there that they can go on and just have a little look. I'm not sure, but whatever it is for a 10 sheet pack, it might be $7.99. It might be. I haven't written my prices down, silly. So there is more designs than these. There's more designs. There's an assortment of designs of the little gift bags. Now, you can either, I have left a little hole there to show you where to punch if you want to. So you can literally punch and put a ribbon through there. So you can pop the ribbon through the top of it. Or if you've got the little seals, when I did a sale on seals a long time ago, you can just put your seal over the top of it as well. It might be $7.99. It might be. It's the 10 sheet packs. Maybe go on this one. Wait a minute. Oh, it's not charged. Why are you not charged? I think it's gone out of that form. Very possibly. Whatever it would be, it's, you know, the price. I should know my prices by now, shouldn't I? So there's a selection of them. So in this kit, there is some actually with Father Christmas on, with the gingerbread man on. Let me just see if I can go. I'm scared of losing my doodah. Oh, my live. Let me just see if I can show you from here. You see? Father Christmas, gingerbread, different Father Christmas and elves. Go. No, not going. The border one. Spruce and pine cones. Flowers. Spruce and pine cones in different colours. Then your trees as well in different colours. So there's a few different ones in the little set. There was another one. I was going to do one with the sugar plum fairy on and maybe get rid of one of the others. Come on, come back to me, please. Oh. Stop messing. It might be $7.99. Whatever it is, you know. You know. I don't want to come out of here too much. So, and I did meant to check, but my brain isn't working, I've told you. Right, now, before... I don't know whether you've all cut this. You'll still be able to do it if you've cut it already. But I do find this easier to do it, to score it before I've cut it so that you've got your straight edges. Because scoring is the key to successful gift bags. So you need to find the right little groove and if need be, just shufty it a little bit. Okay. So shufty a little bit. So down here at the side, we don't need that one. We need to come back in here. And over here, I need to just shift it to get right in the middle of that. Push that up to the edge. There we go. then we are going to flip. Now, in your side panels, I do find it advantageous if you come down about halfway. Doesn't show the mark for that, but if you come down about halfway in your side panels, yeah, they'll be digital as well, Jackie. I was going to try and get everything added on today, but I just didn't get time. And then the edge of your bag, come right along the edge of your bag. If you like them, then I'll do more gift bags in different designs as well. They're really quite cute, I think, for little gifts and prezzies and Christmas. Just that small size. So, can you see, I've scored the lines, top and bottom of the gift bag, so you get it nice and sharp folded. And then you go in and do your cutting. So you can see there. This one is the first one I've done on card because I did all of my samples on paper. So let's see. Let us see how it comes out in card. You might want them printed on paper. You might want them done on card. Whichever. Right, so it is quite simple because you're then going to get your paper trimmer and line that up, cut that down, flip it around, just cut the edges off. To there and here, like so. And then, so you've got all your extra bits off, then you're just going to snip in these bits just to be able to maneuver. You can cut a bit nicer than I've done. I haven't done it perfect. So you're going to just snip these out, which are just going to give it the little foldy bits. Down here. And here. I might want to take that off because if that's my overlap, I'll see the white edge. I'll just get that in a bit closer. This little bit. Okay. So this is an extra inner fold. So if you fold all of this along now, you can see it sits like that. So that just helps strengthen the bag a little bit over this side. It's going to marry up there. Okay. If you want to punch a hole in, you need to punch, if you want to go all the way through, like this. I found one hole punch. This isn't my crocodile, but I found a hole punch. Right through. Fold that as well. And right through there. So nice, neat hole punch. There. So we've got there. Right, we want to red liner tape down here. We do have the new red liner pack, the deal, which has now given us, I didn't have this before, the very wide red liner tape here. This is $4.49. You get 3mm, 6mm, 9mm and 12mm on this one. So I am going to go on this outer panel like so, and down here. Right, now the top section, we want to stick this down, okay, around here. This is being stuck down. This inner flap is just an overlap, so this isn't really important. We're going to take that one. I hope I've done the right one. Remember, that one is going to come off there because that's just your side sticky bit. That's just going to stick in. Right, so come along this top one and use your red liner. To here. Here. I'm feeling hungry again now. Oh, mind you, I didn't have a lot, did I? I didn't have a proper lunch today. I'll make a hot chocolate and have a packet of biscuits, and then we'll get into some other things after. Look at the time already, but we lost half an hour faffing, didn't we? Very annoying. Right, so this is your top of your bag that we're dealing with now. Just the top of it, so that it gives a neat finish at the top. So we're just going to stick that down. Just be careful that you're getting it nice and even across there. So that's going to then look nice across the top, you see. That's the important bit there. Now, that's going to stick to here, which forms the shape of your bag. Nice and easy. Now, I want you to think about this before you start sticking your bottom bit. These are going to go in at the side. Those are your side flaps. This is one way, and this, you only need red liner along the very edge of here, okay? The very edge of that. So bear that in mind when you're looking at the size of red liner you're applying. So on this flap, otherwise you'll have a sticky bit. Have your nice bickies all gone? No, we've been very good. In fact, I took them through. Me and Sarah were packing kits tonight in the lounge, and she went and made me a cup of tea, and I took them through and said, well, I have these, but I took a bar of Cadbury's chocolate through at the same time, so we ended up on Cadbury's chocolate. And Sarah only had one piece, and I had the rest of the bar. It wasn't the biggest, it was the medium-sized bar, but I ate it all. And then I moan and moan about how I've got to lose weight, and not doing very well at the minute with my weight loss. I will eat less now that Frank's not here though, because he nibbles all the time, and if you've got somebody around you nibbling all the time, you end up nibbling, don't you? But then he trains every day. Not like me. That's the one that's going to come there, just to hold a little bit there. Let's just see. There we go. That's going to come onto there. That's going on that side. Right, so now we want to stick the side panel on here. So bear in mind, this will be an exact measurement for you. I have been very good. I think 3 packs have gone. Sarah and I shared 2 packs. Frank had a whole pack, even though he saw you know, and he laughed and then just helped himself, Jackie. He just laughed and tucked in. And then I've had them hidden under my chair, actually, so I did forget about them. And then it was tonight when I felt a bit pickish, and I thought, what can I have? And I thought, oh, biscuits. And then I got them out. Right, so if you literally just fold that over, that should be a match as long as you've scored it properly. That should be a perfect match there. Okay, so now we're going to go to the bottom. We want to put the 2 side panels in first, and then this one, the one that's got the little bit of red liner on it. Okay, like so. So 2 side panels off here, and there. That's going in with that, and then this little bit of red liner is going right there, like so. Then the best thing to do is flip this up, get a pair of tall scissors or something, and pop them inside to press that down. like so. And then because I scored, look how nicely that's gone in there because I scored. So that's the cardstock bag. That's the cardstock bag. And these are the paper bags. There. So you can either put that little bit of ribbon through the top of here. Have I got a itsy bitsy piece over here? I have. From before. This is quite big actually, but anyway, let's see what it's like. This is the one I was messing around with. Go through here. I was going to do a thin ribbon pack for tonight, but I ended up not getting a chance. Let's get that a bit even. And here. So you can put your presents in. Small presents, jewellery, toiletries, perfumes, soap, chocolates, sweets, anything like that. They're a fair size for that. Like so. I pull back a fraction. And we can just put a nice bow on top of it. Like that. Let's cut these off. Add a little length. Put a little bit of tissue in there as well. Bit of pinky lilac-y tissue. And there you go. You've got your little bow. Or you could just go back to these, leave it open and stick your bows on. That's your other option, is actually sticking these little bows on. Or if you have got the seals, do you remember the seals? I sold loads of these off. We did an offer on them. The circular seals. Then the circular seals are perfect for this because you just put your goodies in. You put it over half the side, over the other, and it sits like that. So, do I prefer card or paper? I quite like both of them. The card is more stable, obviously, a bit more substantial, but I don't mind either really. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know. Yeah, the little bow. I think that will look pretty. Pretty. Just popping the little bows on the top of them. And you've got those bows in the kit. So you've got the one gift bag in your workshop kit tonight. And you can order the set of 10 gift bags. It probably is. I'm trying to think. It probably is $7.99. I think you're right at $7.99. It's when we go up higher. Yeah, it'll be $7.99 for 10. So your set of 10 gift bags is $7.99 with all the various pictures on. You could charge more if made with card and ribbon. Yeah, probably. This one you could charge more if you're making and selling. If you do craft fairs and you're selling jewellery or anything like that, you know, or having the little gift bags, and you can say to them it's £2.50 for a gift bag or whatever you want to say. Because you pay a lot more, don't you, in shops for jewellery if you want to buy a jewellery gift bag. They charge you for it if you go into a shop. So, yeah, you'd be paying. So you could charge for them if you're making and selling additional amounts. But I just thought if you like them, then I'll do some in different collections to match different collections as well. Yeah, whatever you want to put in them. But, yeah, have a go yourself. If you've got the digital download, you've got your workshop digital download, you can print it on paper, print it on card, the one that you've got, and have a little play with it, couldn't you? So that is the gift bag that you're getting in your set. So the last card that we have got, and we've got 10 minutes to do the last card, technically. You know that the workshops always go on for too long anyway. They always do. Perfect for little gifts for colleagues. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, you could put lipsticks in as well, couldn't you? You could put a lipstick in. You could put little perfumes in. Little toiletries. Whatever you fancy. Is it available as a download, please? The workshop? Yeah, if you bought this workshop set, you would have had the digital download sent to you. Oh, you mean the gift bags? Yes, I'll add it onto the website. No, I've got no more transparent seals here, but I think they're in your boxes, Michelle. I think you've got them in your boxes. That's here. I think you've already got them, but I haven't got any more because I sold them all off. I'm sure you got them when I did it. So this little card, it's more. I'll load the gift bags. I just need to fine tune a couple of them. I'll try and get the kits over the next couple of days. I'll get the kits loaded on the website so you can buy it as a digital, or you can buy it. You can order your papercraft tonight if you want to. If you order the papercraft, you get the free digital anyway. If you just want to order the digital, I'll load them on the website and you can order. Right, this is I did this just for that different style of card. That's not a particularly good layout on the inside. Just stuck some things on the inside so that it was worthwhile. And I wanted to do these circle oval designs so you could use it in this fashion. So it opens that way, then it opens that way. So it's just more of a card idea and layout than anything for this, because just because. So you have cut out, I've cut a selection of toys. You've got the Father Christmas, which is a little bit bigger. Can you see these ovals? You've got it's a, what did we call? It's like a circle oval. It's an in-between, a squoval. No, squoval is when it was square. Serval. I don't know. But anyway, the Father Christmas is bigger than the Nutcracker or the other one that you can potentially use, because that's going to sit on the inside of the card. You've then got your Little Merry Christmas for the front. Dream, Sparkle and Shine for the inside, I believe. Is that the one I use? Yeah. And then you could put on the inside of your card the Believe in the Magic. And then a variety if you do want to decorate. Just bringing these up so you can see. A variety, I just did a variety of toys on the inside, but you'd want to leave place to write your message anywhere. So you can do as you like on the inside. It was just, I got a bit stir crazy sticking motifs on. So this is what we need. We also need your beautiful scene card, which again can be used in a variety of ways. I've gone for the blue Maximum Sparkle glitter card and smoke blue in the pearl card. Smoke blue in the pearl card. So we are going to make all of the workings of this card from this one piece. To remember how I did it now, because I did it a while ago. So that is your bottom card. So let's give you the measurements for that. And this is your inner piece of card. Okay. Bottom, inner piece. So we're going to mark that and cut that off, and I'll tell you the size of it, what I've actually done down here, because when I sit and play and design them, I don't make measurements, as you know. So at that point, we are cutting at, it's about 5 3/4 inch, just under 5 3/4 inch. Yeah, just under there. That's coming down there. This is going to be cut down a little bit. Do I have any more blue glitter available? I'm not 100% sure, but if Joanne puts it down for you, I can check. I need to get some more glitter card. Glitter card and foil card has just kind of gone out the window, so I need to place another order. Right, so this one we're folding in half. So again, this is the regular card length, so you're just going to go 1 under 6 there. Now you are going to cut this down at, because we're having an overlap and seeing the inside of the card, you're going to cut at 3. So if you want to mark it, luckily I'm cutting that off. If you want to mark it at 3, that's where you cut him. So you've got your halfway mark, which is just under 6. And then at 3, you're going to cut the front of the card off on this one. We're not doing it as a full back. We are cutting off. So let me remove this. I need to put this cool on a little bit for me, I think. It's a bit hot. Yeah, the glitter card is lovely. I have got some red glitter card back in stock as well. We've got red. We've got green. We've got a little bit of silver. Right, so that's going to go there. This piece is going to sit on the inside. Now, I find the easiest way to do this, and I should have just scored this while I had it up, is if you literally, this is the easiest way, right? Score it at halfway. Score it at halfway mark. That's going to be the back of my card. Like so. You're going to score it like that. Now, you want it to be smaller. Alison, can you confirm if you want the gift bags, or are you just going to wait until the digital becomes available? I think you should probably wait to digital. Now, can you see that's too big to fit in the inside of the card? The plan is that it's going to sit about that far in, so that we've kind of got a mat around it. So if you fold that piece in half, then you can see from that you want to cut this off about there. So I'm going to make a mark and cut this down here. Lily's really not happy with Frank not being here. She's right bewildered. She keeps going and sitting by the door and looking through the window. Like, where's he gone, Mummy? Why is he gone? Why is he gone? Why has he left us? Right, so we want now to have this decorative card. Choose where you would like things. So I'm losing my stag there. Look, my stag's beautiful as well. So we could change it up. We could have the stag on there, but move it around so we can see the stag, because he would look nicely on there, and then we can offset. We can do a bit of offsetting. It might disrupt what I'm doing. It might just disrupt, but I quite like the idea of changing this time and putting my stag there. The stag again was this bit of card on here was a leftover bit. It's that bit from there. So I'm just going to move it to the other side, and we're going to work the card. And I hope this isn't going to confuse you. What am I doing? I want it to be on this card, this piece of card. So let's match it to this. Right, so first things first, we need, let's cut wisely out of this. Right, we need, first of all, the mat on the front and the mat on the inside. So we need to cut wisely, otherwise we'll muck it up and we won't have enough, because you've just got, well, I have actually put 2 sheets of the glitter card in your set. So I'm going to go about there, okay, for the inside, but I need to do it on this card so that it's measuring the right piece of card to here. Yeah, I just want to come a bit further in than that. And down here. I want that strip taken off front, then it will do the front as well, in an ideal world. Put that just there. Okay, so that should be a piece for the inner bit. So let's go back to this. That's going to sit there, cut correctly. Thank you very much. And let's just take that down. So first piece is that piece. Second piece is the same size, but it's going to sit on to this front section. So let's just do a little snip here. and just there. My nails just aren't sharp enough now. That's going there. Okay, so that's sitting here like that, and then we want our piece of card to sit onto there. We'll come back to that in a second. Let's get the other panel, which is this, which is going to go on the inside of a card, coming in that away. We need a piece to fit on here, and it virtually does. Look at that. I cut off bit virtually sits on there, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to leave it with that. So that's going to sit onto there. So just to stop me from getting confused, I'm going to stick it on. And here. Onto there. So I've got my glitter card onto my inner. And let's just go for these. Then we've got everything in the right place and I'm not cutting the wrong things. And then we can choose, we can figure out which pieces of the beautiful card are going to sit where onto here. So let's get all this glitter on here first. Okay, so that's going there, and this is going to go that way. Okay, it's going to open like this. Right, so now I want to take my card and decorate the areas of here. So I'm going to bring that stag onto here. Then I might not put my message on there at all. So let's bring that there. Snip. And snip. Down there. So that should leave me enough at that top section. Just thinking, where I want things to be. That's going to come over there. I'm gonna be specific and cut it out specifically because I normally do this last, but as I want that to be seen, I'm going to go with my trimmer to here. Then I've still got choices of where I'm going to use the rest of the card and how I'm going to use it, but I want that stag to sit on the inside of my card. Okie dokie. There we go. Not quite snipped. Come on. There. Lovely. I do rather like my little stag friend. Right, so he's going to sit on here. But remember, the way that he's going to sit in is that way. So that inner section opens the other way. So we're going to put him on. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's put him on there. Do it a step at a time like I'm doing, then you don't get confused with what's going to stick where and what you want to stick where. Look at that though now. He's so lovely. That rich blue is amazing. So I'm going to put that back there. And then we're going to decide what we want in here. Bearing in mind, you're not going to see a lot of this. If you look at your card here, you see a little bit there. And you don't see a lot of that one behind there again. So let's figure this out. I think I might go for that right on the front, because at least then I'll get the tree bark, which kind of I've done there, but I did the bottom one. So I'm going to have this down here. Right there. And pull back here. Now I'm thinking what I can eat. And here. So let's get that bit off. Go to the top of my trimmer for that. Right to here. flip that around because I want to cut that there. Yeah, always utilise what you want out of your paper. When you've got beautiful printed paper, look at it and think, well, what do I want where? That's going to go there. On to here. So I've got that now on that front section. And then, do you know what we could do? Because you're not seeing an overly amount. We could cut, I'm going to use this wisely. I'm going to cut the top of here because I've got another stag scene down here, which is really pretty. So if I take this to this top bit, the inner bit, this is called being thrifty and getting my scene, getting my money's worth out of card. And we cut it there. I'm going to cut along there first. I've then got that, look, that's going to make another beautiful card with a stag scene on it. And this is going to be in the background because you're hardly going to see it. I've got a little card there, or an ATC, and I've got this. Do you have the turquoise glitter card? The one that you've got in your kit? Yes. And they didn't send the turquoise, they sent the petrol. So it's the petrol that I've put in the kit. Yes, I've got, I think we've still got a little bit of petrol left. I can get petrol again, I believe. Right, so that's going to go in there. And here. Yeah, these cards are lovely. They are beautiful. And that's going down there. We've got that there. This is going to, see, look at that. Look how pretty is that anyway. But it's going to be mainly covered by this. But I do like the kind of atmospheric look with it, having it on the background rather than just putting this on. I just think it's very atmospheric. I think it just looks lovely. Right, so now we're going to go back. We're going to get our Father Christmas. And again, just because the way that I've done these, yes, you can sit and you can fussy cut around here. Another layer of card. But I've just put it on like that because I think it looks fabulous. If you want to, you can. You can do whatever you like. Whatever you like. I want to stick this side. And again, I want to come over. Oh, no, that's gone too far. Come back. Oh. Back over to this half. Let's hope that's not too far now. Better check. Oh, am I doing it wrong? No, I am. If I put it there, it's fine. And down here, I've got a little lily hair in the back of there. Nice lily. On to there. Yeah, the trees with the lights on that side, it does. It matches rather beautifully. Right, so that is going to go about there. So it's in the middle. Like so. So now we've got... which works really nicely. I'm going to have my little Merry Christmas just over here to the side. And I want 3D foam primarily on one side of that. Up there. You know, I'm one for lots of matting and layering, but I'm finding with the kits that I'm designing now, because I'm kind of putting 4 mats behind them or doing frames and stuff, it just doesn't need it. It just doesn't need it. I think it just works perfectly. Look at that. I don't think I'm going to put anything on that. We could, look, maybe offset it to there. Believe in the magic, but I think that's just lush. Just lush. Just luscious. Luscious, luscious, luscious. And then for this one, because it's a bit smaller, if I put that here, it still looks fine because you've got the edge of that around it. But if you want to lift it up a little bit, if we put it on here and cut around it, but you have to be quite good at cutting evenly around it. You might have a shape, a die cut shape that's more of an oval that would work underneath it. You might have, and in that case you can do that. You can do whatever you want to do. That's the truth of the matter. Whatever you want to do. So while that's just sticking on there, I need it to hold a bit. Let's go back here, and I am going to have Believe in the Magic just right in the centre of my card. I'm not going to stick anything else on there. You can do what you want. I just was playing with the other things just to show the variety of die cuts, but we're going to pop that in the middle of there. So that opens up with that. I don't know if that's quite straight, but anyway, I'm going to leave that because I think it's just gorgeous. And then we're going to have this one that's going to sit there. So let's just work around here. And I'm going to keep a few millimetres away. I'm going to try. Go around the edge, just follow the shape. If you feel better, you could literally draw on the white side of the card and then cut around that. But I like to stick it on and then just kind of work my way around. You do get that thing sometimes though where you end up going thinner and thinner and thinner, and then you start off broader and then you have to keep going round because you've done it thinner on one side, which I'm probably doing now. But you've just got a little edge then, and that's going to go on to here. So I'm just going to stick one half here. Now if you wanted to, you could cover that section as well, couldn't you? You could put a piece of your card because you've got enough card left. We've got all that left. So if you want to put that there as well, mat that on that side, you could. You could. But I'm just going to have that there. Not perfectly cut, but so now when you open it, you'll see the nutcracker over here. You can bring other things in there. If you want to carry on with your little toy routine, you can add some more. But I just think that the stag is looking rather gorgeous down there. I think you've got all sorts, haven't you? You've got loads and loads. You could have a nutcracker, you could have whatever you like. You could have a rocking horse with the stag in the background. And then you're going to add your stickles, you're going to add your glitter glue, you're going to add whatever you like. But I just thought it was a different fold for you. Just a nice little fold, something a bit different on there. And we're now at 1/4 so I had timed it about right. I timed it about right for the workshop because we were late coming on because of the faffing around. So that is rather lovely. I hope you think so. I hope you like what we have created. So we've done our, that's not the one, this is the one. You see the difference between, this is the professional print and this is the digital. This is my laser print. So you've got there, and you've got your lovely big wreath card that we've made tonight, and also the gift bag. So we've done 4 little projects. Thank you, Colette. A lot of people don't keep up, Colette, but you watch, you get the inspiration, and then I'm hoping we'll be able to post this, and you will be able to come back and watch it. So you can prep, you can have a go and come back and watch it. I know it's hard to follow everything while we're live, so you can see all of those. Now, I have got some new products to show you tonight that you're all going to get to see. I am going to go and make a quick hot chocolate and a quick bathroom break. Stay here, don't go anywhere so we don't lose. Stay here and I will come back. I will show you the new Sugar Plum Fairy Kit, and we will have a look at some product exclusives for you this evening. So stay with me. I'm just tidying up a little bit. I'm going to go make myself a nice drink and join you back in probably about 5 or 6 minutes. So toilet break, cuppa time, and meet us back here. Meanwhile, I'll leave the cards in front of the camera so you can see them. Oh, okay. I'll see you back shortly. I'm going to get that kettle on. Get the kettle on. Hot chocolate time. And Lily, do you want a wee wee? Do you need a wee wee, Lily? Okay, come on. Let's go. Oh, so much to say there. Oh. That's not necessary. Who said that's necessary? Right, I'm back. I got my hot chocolate. Oh, okie dokie. Valerie wasn't able to get on the live tonight. Could she not get on from the link? Has she not been able to see it from the link? Hopefully, if I email her the link afterwards, she can watch it. I hope so. Right, okay, folks. Did you enjoy that? Got my Yorkshire bedtime tea. Did you enjoy that, folks? I hope you've enjoyed the projects and what we've made. Give me some love. Give me some hearts if you have. They're not too difficult tonight. They're nice and easy ones, I thought. I do to think. And your gift bags. And then you'll have all your bits cut out that you can make lots of other lovely things with. I've got all of these bits here cut out. Good, I'm glad. Lots of hearts coming through. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. They're going to go over there to sort out. And we're going to bring in these. Now, who did the Seaside Treasures workshop? Do you remember when we did a shaker card and we had a heart? Do you remember? Because that came out really nice with the acetate behind it for the shaker card. So I have done this very much, you remember, Angela, very much along the lines so we can make really nice shaker cards with this. And Sarah's done you an amazing bundle of shaker. Oh, it's beautiful. She's done it specially to go with this kit. So this is your $3.99 bundle. You should be able to make 3 cards from each of them. She's done the pinks, she's done the purples, the blues and the golds. So we have got 10 of these shaker bundles. I don't remember, was I asleep? I don't know. So we've got 10 of the fabulous shaker mixes, specially made by Sarah. So I don't know what lot we are up to. So we've got the shaker bundle there, which is $3.99. We have got the Sugar Plum Fairy, which is a 20 sheet bundle, and this is $13.99. So $13.99 for Sugar Plum Fairy bundle. So yeah, the other one will be $7.99, won't it? Oh, that's in the book. Joanne's making up notes anyway, but just give me a guideline. Colette says she'd like the shaker bundle and the Sugar Plum Fairy. Yeah, I know, Joanne. I won't go fast. I know it's a bit dodgy. Well, I can see Colette wants a shaker bundle. So I've only got 10. We can't make more of these as they are. If you want the shaker bundle, speak. Debbie wants one. There are 10. The colour is fabulous. She's done a really good job. It took her ages as well. We don't make any money on these things, you know. We spend that long faffing, me and Sarah, because we enjoy doing it. They're more than it costs to make them. Madness. So lot 10 is Sugar Plum Fairy for $13.99. You've not seen it yet, but you'll like it. And I'm going to give you an option, and then you're going to freak out. You're going to freak out in a minute. You might be changing. But anyway, Sugar Plum Fairy is lot 11. And I've got, I'm going to do it so that Joanne's got it as well. Joanne's doing it, really, not me. But anyway, gives me an indication. Debbie, Chris and Colette I've got down so far. And in shakers, I have got Debbie and Joanne's just come in as well, Joe Jasper, for shakers as well. The shaker bundle is divine. Joe for lot 10 and lot 11. Yeah, got you on both. Chris Luke for lot 10 Sugar Plum Fairy. Debbie Owen for lot 10 Sugar Plum Fairy. He got kicked off again. It's mad, isn't it? You did that one. Do you remember the shaker cards? Chris, do you want the shake? Did you want Sugar Plum Fairy as well, or the shaker, or both? 10 is Sugar Plum Fairy, 11, or is it the other way around? Shaker pack. Shaker pack's 10. It's me that's doing it wrong. Shaker pack's 10. Chris doesn't want Sugar Plum Fairy. You might do when you see it, but not yet. Angela wants to shaker pack. Really cute. Look at the pale blue. We've bought all of these iridescent sequin mixes in, and we're mixing all these ourselves, so you're not going to get them anywhere else. And there's just enough. You can get 3 or 4 shaker cards out of each pack. You don't go crazy like Jackie did and put a load in. She put a full pack in like that. That's too much. Too much. The fairy on the table. This is the new Sugar Plum Fairy kit. So I'm going to show you Sugar Plum Fairy. So Sugar Plum Fairy is lot 11. 10 is the shaker mix. Lot 11 is Sugar Plum Fairy. Linda Hoskin, I've got, would like a shaker mix. You will love that shaker mix, seriously. This is just so beautiful. Jackie for a shaker mix. So I've got Jackie, Angela, Linda Piper. 4 left. Oh, I don't know about that then. Hang on. I better count. And in case I've got it wrong. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have got Joe Jasper, Debbie Owen, Colette Hickman, Linda Hoskin, Chris Luke, Jackie Harvey, Angela Laidlaw, Linda Piper, and I've got 2 left. Oh yeah, I'm matching them. I'm matching. Matching. So only 2 mixes left. Look at that blue. We've never had one that colour before. Look, turquoise, and you've got little turquoise candies in. Candy mixes in there. How divine are there? Only 2 left. That's it. Right, let me show you this kit. I have a feeling I might have misprinted 1 or 2 sheets off. It's a 20 sheet kit. It started off as a 10. It went to 15 and then it went to 20 because I did a DL for you because you all like the DLs the other night as well. So this is, yeah, the ice cream. These would work really nicely with your ice cream sundae, wouldn't they, within the large cards. Right, so the idea behind this, I've done this for the purpose that you can cut the fairies out and put an acetate behind them and make them into a shaker card. I was going to demo that, but we'll see how we go on. Have you never heard of less is more? No. No. I try. I do try. And I'll never, honestly, I have to stop saying that I'll never be rich because I've got to stop saying it. I have to stop saying it because it's bringing the law of attraction, isn't it? It's making it happen. Right. I have done these again for shaker cards. So you cut this out. You don't have to use them as that. You can use them like we've used them. basically going back to the frames on the big cards. I've done them for that, but also so that you can cut within them and make them into a shaker card. So you've got the big Christmas tree, the Nutcracker, traditional Father Christmas, and the gorgeous Sugar Plum Fairy. Now, I wanted flowers that can be used to accent the frames rather than toys in this one, so that it will also mix and match. These will mix and match with the original Bejeweled and with your workshop kit. So you've got these gorgeous flowers, little kind of corsages and small flowers, but then I wanted to be able to extend them and build them around the edge of the frames, if you know what I mean, around the corners and edges. So I did the spruce and the holly, so these can be built out, just so that you can build them out a bit more. I might end up doing these sheets as individuals, you know, like we did the other night, because everybody loved that. So I've done, those were extra, this is how it ended up creeping up to a 20 sheet kit. So those, which I'm really pleased with. Backgrounds, look at this background. I adore it. Absolutely adore it. I did the curtains for the Sugar Plum Fairy to dance on, so use the toppers in front of there. I was so pleased with those. I actually did 3 different sets of curtains, and I have put the other 2, because this one I wanted the drawn curtains, and then I've got open curtains, and I've got plainer curtains at the top. Honestly, I end up doing them all and then think, oh no, I like this one best. But on your digital, I'm going to put them in, so you will get them free in your digital, but not in the printed kit. Sweeties, we had to have sweeties, sweetie paper, a sweetie border, Sugar Plum Fairy border, so you can have that as your base card with all the fairy, with all the sweets on the bottom. I wanted a decadent gold, if you just wanted to go for gold and put your gold frames on, that's going to work too. Have I done that out the wrong one? What have I done there? But you could do it that way. Your message sheet and some borders, and then I've gone for more of the beautiful backgrounds, obviously, so that you can use them however you like. Then I forayed, keeping the magic, I decided I should really have done this as a separate kit, but I've put it in now. It's in. So you look at my bird. I'm going to do a magical bird set based on this little guy and friends, because I think he's come out fabulous. So you've got the stag, you've got the birds, you've got the fairy and another beautiful bird, and then Sugar Plum Fairy time. And this is where it started. It started with a small Sugar Plum Fairy kit and then evolved into a crazy full kit. So you've got your Sugar Plum Fairies, and then I thought, well, we've got to have her just dancing off on her own. And the idea behind those, you see, I get carried away. I get really into what I'm doing, and it just goes on and on. These, I wanted some bigger flowers to work with that as well. So you've got your foliage to go behind, your fairies dancing on their own. So these, if you do them on paper, you could flat decoupage them on children's furniture as well if you wanted to. Or you could do them on the sticker sheets. Can you imagine doing these as stickers and decorating school books and things for your children? You know, they would be lovely just to do the fairies on school books, whatever you would like. So you have got the fairies, you've got the flowers, you've got all of those. And the last one I did, because I thought I needed to make it to 20 because I was at 19, and you liked the DLs the other night, I thought I'll do a DL sheet. I'm going to do a mini kit with bird. I'm going to try and do a mini kit, Joanne, but I always end up doing more, and then it ends up going up. But yeah, if I can do like a £4.99 mini kit with birds, then I just think those are beautiful. So this is the DL option. So you can do nice tall cards with those same features. And this, can you imagine putting all gems on that, or Stickles glitter glue? How fabulous that's going to come out. So what do we think? Do we like it? This has not been seen anywhere. You're seeing it for the first time. I got so excited doing this because I loved my Sugar Plum Fairy and I thought she should have her own kit. The fairy should have her own kit. You see, that to me, that's a mini kit as well. That's rather lovely. I wasn't interested in this kit till I've seen some in it. Yeah, it's beautiful. It is beautiful because it's not just Sugar Plum Fairies. I've built it out, haven't I? As I do. So this is a 20 sheet kit, okay, and it's $13.99. Now, some time ago, a very long time, no, not a very long time ago, I feel like I'm telling a story. We had pearlescent paper. We do have pearlescent paper from Debbie that you can buy to print on. I have found a supply of pearlescent lightweight card, and it's blown my mind. Absolutely blown. Now, of course, it's more expensive than regular card. It is pearlescent, but it is flipping lovely. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. How about that scene? So it actually changes it because it kind of dulls it. That's the original. That's on paper. This is navigator paper. This is on pearlescent. Look at the, I'm not selling the pearlescent card. Well, I might sell the pearlescent card. What I was going to do is offer you it printed, but it will be like this because I have to print these. So it's not edge to edge on your backgrounds. But if you want it printed on pearlescent card, it is more expensive. Instead of $13.99, it will be $16.99. Now, Debbie had said to me it's more than double the price, but I've got a good deal here. However, it's limited stock. I can only, he's confirming tomorrow how much I can have. He is confirming how many sheets I can have. He thinks I can have 1,000. I'm hoping I'll get 1,000 at least. So if you want it printing like this with the pearl finish instead of this, you can have it printed this. Or look at the difference. It's more subtle. Now he's got two colours. Make it even more difficult. I'm going to try and get both. This is on ivory. Ivory pearl. Now on ivory, it looks more Air Force blue, doesn't it? On white, it's a completely different colour. On paper, different again. Can you believe it? I know. I know, Karen. I was like, I'm going to blow their mind tonight when I show this. I only got my sample through. I'd asked for samples. I only got my sample through this morning and printed them off, and I was like, oh my god, oh my, because from the printers it was going to be double, so instead of $13.99 it would be like $27.99. Can we have half and half? Don't confuse me, don't confuse me. That's going to make it really difficult for me if I'm doing that. I printed with the cream. Look at that. One of the sympathy ones on there. I didn't do the trees. But I did the sympathy on there. What do you think? I just thought that just looks exquisite. Look at the sheen. That's the ivory on there. If you can give me loads and loads, then I can put them in packets and sell. But I just thought I'll do this at a special. It should really be more than $16.99, to be honest. I could do $19.99 on this, couldn't I? But yeah, it's just fab. Fab, fab, fab. I'm finding out tomorrow, but hopefully 1,000 sheets come in so I can print. I wanted to do my kits printed on pearlescent, but Debbie just said it's out of the question on price. But I found a supplier. Right, let's see. How do we choose? I really don't know. Right, so lot 12. We're going to go now for lot 12. I've confused you now, haven't I? I do too many things, don't I? Sugar Plum Pearl. And it's the ivory or white. Ivory is going to look quite different. I think white's the best for this myself. I know, it is so stunning. So Louise wants it on pearlescent. Louise for pearlescent. Mad, isn't it? So different. I'm losing now. Chris, you want lot 12 on pearlescent. Colette, pearlescent. So Colette's coming off the paper one, the card one, and going on to pearlescent. How do we choose? I just don't know. I just don't know. Louise Pye White pearlescent. Yes. It's all going too fast now. I can't keep up with my screen. Debbie, you want both. You want it on pearlescent and you want it on plain. Mix and match then, I guess, can't you? Oh, stop it. Michelle, you want one on white pearlescent. Oh, stop. $16.99, yeah. $16.99 on pearl and $13.99 on plain. Michelle wants both. The thing is, if you have it in the card printed, then it will match the other one. If I have enough people wanting to order it, I'll get it printed professionally. It's just that there's such a delay from them that I'm doing a lot of the smaller kits here myself. But this is not a small kit, this is a 20 sheet kit. So I'll get them to print this. But the pearl, I'll have to print it here, so it won't be edge to edge on your backgrounds. $16.99 for a pearl. Yeah, Colette, you want it on both? Yep, no problem. This is special though, isn't it? It is special. So I have got the regular kit for Colette, Debbie, Jo, Linda and Michelle for the regular kit. And then on pearlescent, I've got Louise Parr, Chris Luke, Colette Hickman, Debbie Owen and Michelle Stevenson. That's all I've got. Am I right there? That's the Stag and the Bird on pearl. It comes out softer, more pastel on the pearl, of course. It looks softer than the, I mean, that is more pastel. I was thinking what other kits would look magnificent on the pearl. I was like, what other should I print on it? Look, that's on the card, that's on the regular. That's on the pearl. The pearl I have got, Angela wants a pearl as well. On pearl, Louise Parr, Chris Luke, Colette Hickman, Debbie Owen, Michelle Stevenson and Angela Laidlaw. Anne Wareham as well for the pearl. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, Winter's Charm, that might be a good one to do. He only sent me 2 sheets in ivory and 2 sheets in white. Well, today I was like, I want to print more. I want to see what it looks like, but I couldn't. That would have mean only sending 2. I would have printed all kit. Yeah, but it looks pretty spectacular, doesn't it? Not all pearls are printable, you see. Nordic Alien Christmas, yeah. Or angels, yeah, Linda's saying angels. Angels would be fabulous on this, wouldn't it? Well, when it... Linda, you've ordered an angels printed kit. When it arrives, I can print it on this for you if you want. If you want me to print it on this, I can do that for you. Rude. Jane Aldred on regular. I've got you, Jane. Thank you. What wouldn't look magnificent, Pearl? I know. Karen can't decide. Well, to be honest, if you get it on the Pearl, and I give you the digital download, you can print it on paper or a plain card at home, really, couldn't you? Wouldn't be the same card weight, but it would still look nice. You'd still have that. It's up to you. Yeah, the swans. Yeah. The Winter's Embrace would be spectacular. Linda would like it on both. Got you, Linda. Sod it, lot 12 white pearlescent for Karen. Got you, Karen. Got you. Yeah, it does look fabulous. I was blown away by that when I printed that today. Because I said send it and I can test it for printing. And it printed like a dream. Like a dream. It does look quite Northern Lights, doesn't it? It's got that magical feel to it. I do think the cream, I'm not going to get as much of the cream. I do think the cream will be nice with some designs, but I think the white shows the colours off crisper. But that goes with like our Air Force blue card, whereas this will go with the cornflower, it will go with powder blue. Look at all the soft colours, it's just fabulous. I love that sheet, incidentally. I love it. I loved it here, and then I loved it when I did it on the Pearl. It was like, wowzers. That, just cutting that down and making that into a card will look fantastic. Will look fantastic. 10 and 11. You want a shaker pack as well, Michelle? There's only one shaker pack left now. One shaker pack left. Yeah, I've got you down for 11 and 12 is the card and this. So 10 is the shaker pack, Michelle. That's what I've just put you on, if that's right. Right, so that, my friends, is the Sugar Plum Fairies. The gift bags you saw before. I will see how much she's going to let me have of this, for whether I can sell any for you to print on yourselves in card, because Debbie only has paper. But it is. And you want the last pack of shaker. This is lot 10. Last pack of shaker is going to Anne Wareham. Thank you. That's going to Anne. Right, what else have I got in my little box over here to show you tonight? Ooh. Right, this is the new Christmas embellishment set, which is... oh, I didn't show you, did I? I gave you tonight. I gave you. We didn't even get to it. If you bought the workshop card pack, you got some bells. And do you know why I gave you these? I'm going to show you for why. After I sat and painstakingly packed them. these little jingle bells. I gave you a piece of wire. I cut all these by my own little hands, and I did it so that you put the wire through, and then you're going to twist that wire. Now be careful as you break the top of the bell off, but you do want to either nip it with some wire cutters or twist it so it kind of stays where you put it, like so. See, that still hasn't stayed there because I haven't done it tight enough. So you want to twist it around the bells, so it holds it in place on here. Do a twist. And then I thought, you see, these were rather magnificent. I've got quite a few of these bells in stock, so they're in this little kit as well. So we're going to twist this on like so and get them onto here. And my idea was that if I got to it, I could have done the Father Christmas cards, and I'm trying to kind of evenly space them a little bit, she says. I've actually put not wire in these packs tonight, but you've got this wire in your kit if you got your embellishment kit. I put these in, but I put a different cord in the kit. So my idea was, you see, did I actually cut them off? Is that you could have them kind of going across the top of your cards. So I would stick that down, stick it with sellotape, and I would have them entwined and the little bells coming over the side of your card like so. So you've got the little 3D jingles on your card. So that's why I put those into your card as a little extra for you to play with and try. But what I've put into here, so you've got 5 bells and you've got your wire for that, so you can work them. So this new little kit, which is $6.99, something that I have been waiting for. Well, I've had them in for a month or so, but not done them. You've got the little tree lights, you've got the string. This is a wire string, so it's easier. You've got tree lights. You have got in here little gems, heart gems, teardrop gems. You've got Rudolph's reindeers. You've got gingerbread men. These gingerbread buttons are like 40 pence a button. You've got 3 gingerbread buttons, 3 Rudolph buttons, tree light ribbon, and then I've gone for the Santa's ribbon to match. These are $6.99 for the set, and I have got 10 sets of these, so this is your next exclusive for tonight. So lot 13, Debbie Owen for 1. Thank you, Debbie. Chris Luke for 1. They're pretty. I don't think we've managed to get as many done as we did last time, but I think it's nice for you to have something a little exclusive on the workshops. 1 for Linda Huskin over on Messenger. Very cute. So I'd put, you see the little sugary gems in here as well. So you've got little sugary gems. You've got a packet extra of the little bells too. So they're in there. They actually do jingle. Michelle. Colette. For these I have got Michelle, Debbie Owen, Linda Hoskin, Chris Luke, Colette as well so far. That's who I've got on these. Yeah, I'll put some bags of bells together for Thursday night, Karen. I've just put them in here for this time, but I need to, yeah, I'll see what I can do, because I should have got a lot more of these tree lights are fabulous, absolutely fabulous. I need to get more of them. I do need to get more of them. That was really annoying. They took ages to crumb them as well. So you've got lots of speciality little bits here that you can try. But yeah, I will sort those out. So now we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 embellishment sets left. 5 of the little special embellishment sets left. Then I have got, now I rather liked Jane Aldred for one of those too. Where's Fran? Is Fran not with us tonight? I'm sure Fran's booked for this. She has booked. I haven't heard Fran tonight at all. Are you here, Fran, or not? I haven't seen Fran. I hope she's all right. I hope she's okay. Right, I've done a little iridescent pack. A very special little iridescent pack because I did some iridescents before and you loved them. Now, the big bags of iridescent sequins I put in the group today. This is only a little taster one. It's just a small taster one that you will have got in your pack as well. Jackie, you want an embellishment set? Got you. We've got 3 embellishment sets left now, that's all. Have I got the right people? Oh, Angela for one. Two. Only 2 embellishment sets left. Right, I haven't set a price on this yet. So, I have put together just special bits, these big pieces. These were like 50p each. We've got a little bit of the sequins. You've got some of the smaller, so these packs are £2.25 on their own. These are all the small, beautiful small little AB resin flowers, 10 big and 5 of the small. I've put the little gems in there, little strips, so you can put them in the centre of the gems. You've got a small piece of the mesh so you can trail it rather than the big piece. And then you've got the encrusted ribbon here. So, I'm going to say £3.99. I haven't labelled these. £3.99 for this one. And I've got 10 of those. Linda asked for another of 13. Yep, we can do another. I've got 2 left. Put Linda down again. 1 left now. Only 1 left of the embellishment set. So your iridescent, £3.99. These are exquisite. Let me show you. The ones I did the other day, I stick together. Can you see them? They're really, really pretty. So just a little gem in the centre. You could put stamens in if you want to, but you've got the tiny ones are the most expensive, believe it or not. I guess it's because of the detail and the mould. You've got to be a lot more careful making them. They are rather beautiful, and I've put the gems to go in the centre of them. You've got the little sequins. You've got some nice big I can't say AB stones, hearts, encrusted ribbon, and the mesh. Lot 14. I'm going to have to write this one in my book because I didn't finish these. Lot 14 iridescent sparkle set. So who have I got on this? Debbie Owen, Joe Jasper, Linda Hoskin. Only 6. I've only got 3 people down. So who have I missed? Have I missed on the other group? Debbie Owen. I've got Debbie, Joe Jasper and Linda Hoskin. That's all I've got. Oh, Michelle. Lot 14. Lot 14, I've just got Debbie Owen, Joe Jasper, Michelle Stevenson and Linda Hoskin. Yeah, that matches, doesn't it? So we've got 6 left. 6 left of the iridescent. Only 1 left of this one. This didn't sell out, did it? Or have I missed somebody? I don't know if I've missed somebody on the embellishment or have we still got 1 left? Have we got 1 left? I don't know. I don't know. I did bring... forgotten price now, haven't I? I don't know price on that. Right, we've done a gold... Now, Sarah's done a golden set. Yeah, 1 left of 13. 1 embellishment set left. That's all of that one. Your iridescent. We've still got iridescents left, which is very, very pretty. There. This is a golden one that Sarah's done. It's $4.49 because you're getting a little bit more, and I've got some new products in here. So, for those of you that haven't tried the glitter mesh, this is the hologram ribbon, wired ribbon, just as a little set. We haven't got a lot of it, but as I put a little section in across your card. It's kind of fluid. It's amazing. Hard work following 2 sets of comments. I know it's not good. I'm sorry. I am seeing some of them come up at the top, but not all. The Eleganza glitter. You've then got this mish here that we use all the time. New Lurex ribbon. Brand new Lurex ribbon. Then you've got lots of bits in here. You have got some of the glitter flowers, these little glitter flowers, as a beautiful little accent. You've got stars, which are used in the mesh shaker cards. You've got these, which are absolutely gorgeous, the proper little crystal centres. They can be sewn onto clothing, but I've got them for the centre of the flowers and cards, and the golden ones. So you've got really lovely little pieces here. And just to show you, I did find a shaker card that I did a while ago with the mesh. This is your mesh, and this has got the stars in. Can you see the stars behind here? So stars, a little bit of glitter, and it just moves around in the back of there with the fine grade mesh. We've got the fine grade mesh still. It's not in this one. We put it in something. Put it in, did we tonight? We've got all the mesh. We've got the mesh in gold, in silver and iridescent in stock. Loads of you ordered it last week. So that's a mesh shaker card, just putting the mesh over the top of there. And the stars are what you get in this bag to put them in your shaker card as well. So it is just a cute little bundle. And this is lot 15, golden embellishments kit. The golden embellishments set. In fact, I thought Sarah did this one, said there's loads in here, Dawn, this should be more expensive. But I will do this at $3.99 as well. I'll do it at 15 at $3.99 too. I thought she'd put a few more flowers in. $3.99 for this one. It's just different. We haven't done gold before, and I thought that the gold would work really nicely with all you golden frames and that, the antique golden frames. I just thought it was giving you a different selection to play with in gold. She's got 11, either 11 or 12 sets of this one she managed to do. Putting all sorts of bits in. She wanted lots of bits for you to use them, trial them in different ways. Yeah, could go with a woodland. I don't know how she crammed it into such a small bag. When I looked through my box with all the sparkle mesh the other day, I found lots of sparkles on the carpet when I finished. Pretty, yeah. Frank was cutting them all, and he was covered, and he was like, we were going to go shopping. He said, I can't go shopping now. I'm not going shopping now like this. I said, go and have a shower then. He was still sparkling next morning when he got up. So on these, Michelle for one, Linda for one. I didn't sleep last night because it was the first night back on my own for a while. Freaked me out. And then Lily started barking again. I was like, oh no. Wasn't good. Embrace the sparkle, yeah. Right, so I have got Michelle, Debbie Owen, Linda Hoskin and Louise Parr so far on the golden. And the little golden ones. A bit different, a bit sparkly. Have I got everybody? Karen Borland. I think it's quite cute. On there. It's 11 o'clock already. Where does time go? Where does it go? I just don't know. You caved, Karen, you did. You caved. Warm, warm, warm. Right, I have got just a few. Only a few. Only a few. Of these sets. These are $8.99. I think they were more than, are they not more than that? $9.99. I think they were actually $11.99, but I've just got a few of them left. You have got 1,600 AB gems, a pickup pencil and tweezers and the box that they come in. That's Aurora Borealis, that's Aurora Borealis, that's Aurora Borealis, that is, and that is. So I have only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of these now. And can't stay after it. No, I don't want to stay, Joanne, so don't worry. I'm tired. I was going to make a shaker coin and show you how to do that, but look. So the sizes, look at all of your different sizes. And these are really beautiful quality Aurora Borealis gems. So you've got AB gems, that's like a 2mm, 3mm, 4mm, 5mm, 6mm, 7 or 8mm. So you're getting them all in there. But I don't have, I've literally got what's here. And I can't get any more, not at this price. $9.99. I think they're $11.99. $9.99, and that's what I've got. Who's come in for those? Oh. Michelle? Debbie? Chris Luke. Jackie and Joe. Gone. Gone, gone, gone. I have only got 2 packs of these, which again I thought they would go really well. These were they were originally about £4.95. I'm going to do them for £4 a pack. They are absolutely stunningly beautiful. There's 2 packs of them. £4 a pack, but there's only 2. Colette asking if you put... Colette's got the black set in her box, yes. Colette asked me the other week, and yeah, you have, Colette, you've got your black one. Don't worry. There was only one black, and Colette asked. She saw them on the desk, and she asked, so she got it. Louise Part and Chris Luke, they've gone, these 2. Gone, gone, gone. Just missed out. I think there's another odd one of these flying around somewhere, Jackie, if I find it, because I was looking for it tonight because I found it and I thought I'd put it in this box, but I couldn't find it. It's not in the box, but I think there's one more. So if there's one more, I will put it in your direction. I will do that for sure. The resin flowers, what I've got left. I can't believe you don't all like my little set here, because this is beautiful. The £3.99 set here. Because you've got your little resin flowers, that's £2.25. You've got that, which is worth at least £1. You've got your sequins. You've got your little ribbon there. You've got gems in here for your centres of your flowers. And you've got your mesh there for £3.99. I think that's gorgeous. Really cute, that one. Right, these resin flowers, back in stock colours. The amount of times I've been getting these drives me nuts, but they keep coming. This is what we've got left. Actually, there's some lilac ones somewhere. Why are they not here? Oh, they might be there at the back. That's one mixed pack. There's one mixed. The pink I thought would go. Both pinks really nicely with sugar plum. The lilacs aren't here. There's 3 packs of lilacs in a box somewhere, because I'd done them twice for Emma, and I found them. Ow. I don't know where they've gone. If anybody wants any of these, because while I've got them, where did my bag go for that? Here. For this little treasure chest. The treasure chest. Nobody else for golden. Silence is golden, golden. I did see, did Linda come up at the top then? But I missed what she said. Asking for something. I did miss it. One set of these left. Who's going to check my last one? I don't like ones. Linda for 2. 2 of 15. What's 15? I didn't write any lot numbers down. Michelle wants one of each pinks. I don't know what 15 is. The golden set, okay. The resin flowers are $1.99 each. I didn't sleep last night. I told you that, didn't I? So I'm feeling a bit funny now. So Karen will have a white iridescent. Linda will have 2 golds. Did Linda already ask for a gold? Or not? No, she didn't. 2 golds for Linda and Karen for an iridescent. Oh, I need to go in my book for the iridescent. Yep, gold is embellishment. Oh, Karen Green wants iridescent from Karen. Karen Green. I'm still making up my iridescent, so I might put you a bit more in so it looks a bit better value if you're worried about the value. Oh, do you know what I haven't shown you? She'll kill me. She'll kill me, Sarah. I did this last time. She's done a sugar plum card pack. Oh my God, they're all packed outside of me. I haven't even looked at it. This is $8.50 because she ended up with 25 sheets. Oh, she said we needed 25 to make the match perfect. I was like, oh, Sarah. So 20, 24 maximum. She's took my last rainbow foil pack. This is your Sugar Plum Fairy card pack. Oh, do you know what I'm like? Sugar Plum Fairy card pack. I've got 10. Absolute nutter. Colette would like one. Can't believe I've not shown you that. Look at that. It's because it would be behind my acetate. I've got acetate here outside me. One for Colette. One for Debbie. One for Chris. Oh, God, she would have gone mad in the morning if I did it last time. She went, I can't believe that after I've packed all them beer. Only just because I moved that acetate. What's that you thinking? I'm sure there's more than that. I know. I'm like, I'm sure there's more than that. Flipping card pack. Yeah, I've got Colette, I've got Michelle, I've got Debbie, I've got Chris, Luke. Lot 18, one of each colour. Chris, I'll put you down for that in a second. They've just buried them. Put on that. Louise. And we can't make more. We cannot make more of this mix because she stripped some of my individuals. She took things that she shouldn't have taken. She whips them quick. It matches, it matches. I had to put an extra sheet in, she said. I'm like, did you now? 25 sheets, $8.50. Madam. She likes it when I task her to do things like this. I give her the collection, so right, go under me mat. She's there, like on the floor, and then Lily thinks because she's on the floor that she's there to play with her. She loves it when Sarah gets down on her knees on the floor. Sarah likes working on the floor. I said, do you not want to work at the table or on the sofa? Or, no, I like the floor. She loves sitting on the floor. And she stands all day. I don't know how she can. I said, why don't you sit down and have your dinner and a cup of tea? No, I'll carry on, I'll carry on. I said, just sit down for a bit. She won't sit down all day unless I'm on the sofa working and she'll come and sit down. I said, come and sit down and help me. Then she'll come and sit down. Better use up some of what you have. Yep. Right. I've got Anne's card pack as well. We've got 3 packs left, that's all for Sugar Plum Fairy. 3 packs left. You have got Ice White. Yeah, it's the tones, isn't it? Because we match to the tones. Ice White, like we're out of this gold glitter now. Wildberry, this royal blue, we have no more of this right now. Rainbow, we've no more rainbow. Then you've got the winterberry, the lavender. This pink we don't have a lot of. You've got the turquoise foil or the petrol foil. This soft pink glitter. Navy blue, lilac, pink, mauve gold, and this one. So some of them you're only getting ones of just because she wanted the perfect colour match. She was like, I need the perfect colour match. Is there a colour for... I'd lost the pick for a minute. I don't know what that means, Linda. We did the colour pack. She's done the colour packs for the Woodland Fairies that we did the other night. Lots of you ordered them. And she's done those too. They've come out beautiful. Are you asking for Cardiff flowers? I'm confused. Yeah, I don't know what that meant by Linda. I really don't know. I'm afraid. No, if I show you, look. Well, look at that. If you get it on pearlescent, you can't see, can you, over there? Look at that on pearlescent. Ooh. Ooh. Pearlescent, all these colours. Lovely, 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 lovely. If you go for these, then you've got the darker, you've got the blues hiding under there. Blues. Do, 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 do. Ice, ice, baby. The ice blue is where it picks up here in your spruces. Look at that. We've got ice blue on its own at the minute. Linda wants the card pack. Did I not put Linda on the card pack already? I'll put Linda down the card pack for the Sugar Plum Fairy card pack. See, she's gone. It's good because I've employed people in the past who do not have an eye for colour. They would never, I couldn't trust them to put colour matches together. Sarah can do it. She's a designer like me, but she's a silversmith. But she makes jewellery, as you all know. The gold, she brought the gold in, see? The gold. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So that is your Sugar Plum. I'll show these anyway. You've all got first dibs on the workshop, but I will show them what's left. 2 card packs. Linda. Yeah, Linda for 1. I'll show them on Thursday. I don't think I'm going to come live tonight. Not tonight. Wednesday night, folks. Because I need to get on top of the invoicing. I need to have a lie in, not worry about it, and get on top of invoicing. I'll probably work. You'll probably hear from me late. You know what I'm like. I'll work in the evening. I like to work. I can get a lot more done in the evening, but I've got to get them all out, and I've no Frank to do every... I think he's working Saturday as well. They asked him if he'd work weekend. I said all days at the weekend. He said just one day. So I'm probably not going to see much of him from now on again for a while. Unfortunately. We've run out of A5 acetate. I'll reorder, but I've got A4 acetate if you want to shake a card. $2.79. I've got 4 packs of A4 acetate. Just 4 packs. Chris wanted 1 pack of each colour of these, Chris. There's a lilac somewhere, Chris. I don't know where it's gone. Do you want the lilac as well, if I've got it? Because it's beautiful and it matches the hair. That's the lilac. I haven't got many, but I've got them. I thought I had 3. That's just 2. 2 lilac. Right, I'll put you 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I've no iridescent at the moment. Can't get iridescent. 4 for Chris. 4 resin flowers for Chris. $1.99 each. Could your bank manager be chuffed? And for a pack of acetate. Oh yeah, but I might come live Friday night. If Frank's not coming back, I'll do Friday night instead. I just need, it's going to be hard for me doing 3 nights in a row, so I thought I'm better breaking and working my way through invoices, and then I'll do another night. And Wareham for an acetate. One pack of acetate for Anne. Everything's gone. This is the last product that I'm showing, Joanne. Oh, actually, I was going to show that, but can I have the last pack of card? We've got 2 packs of card. You can have. You want another pack of the card? So acetate Anne, Louise. The acetate's $2.79. So 1 for Louise Parr, 1 for Michelle. No, it's £2.79. Yeah, we're calling it a night. And Angela. So acetate sold out. I've had quite a few people ask for thinner ribbon packs. These $3.99, all Christmas colours of ribbon. I've only got 2 left. They're really lovely. You've got some metallics, you've got some plains, you've got ginghams. These are $3.99. I've got 2 packs only left of the ribbons. In fact, that one I think has a bit more in it because that has some of the loose. That looks like it's got the blue in. I'll put some blue in. I've got some over here. So $3.99. Angela wants one. And Debbie's having the other. I'll add a bit more blue in that one. I'll put that on top to remind me. Right, flowers done. The only last couple of things that I pulled out, I pulled the 3D foam strips out for shaker cards, but they've no price on. XL 3D foam, which is annoying. She must have taken the one with that on. These are going. And that's it, folks. It's it there. Now, big thank you to Joanne for listening for tonight. I just thought very quickly I would show you how to do a shaker card with the frame. Would you like me to show you? And then I'm going to do one of these. So this is actually the one. This one is from your workshop kit. What did Jane want? The ribbon. I'll do some more. I'll try and do some more little ribbon sets in Christmas colours because I've ordered some 15. Thank you, Joanne. Good night. I've ordered some 15mm in metallic colours, so I'm going to do a little mix set. So I've got some coming. Right, so basically, thank you, Clyde. Good night. I'm only going to show you this quickly, then I'm going because I'm tired. That is your framed picture, and this is why I've done 2 different ways that I've done the shaker cord 2 different ways. I've done one to go with the heart, and I might just do that on Thursday night and demo it. I've got nativity as well, but I might do that. So I have very carefully cut out the frame, just so you can get one card out of one frame. Could you do a little $2.99 kit of frames when you get the chance, even digital? Just the outside frame, nothing in them. You mean to have the frames? It's worth me putting something in them, because you can cut it, because you've got to cut the inside out anyway, haven't you? So it's worth me putting something in lots of different frames, and then you can use it or not use it, rather than it being an empty space. So I have gone in, I've just done this with my scissors, so you get a bit of a buckle where you first go in with your scissors. Just outside frames. I might as well put something in them though, Karen. Otherwise it's a waste of space. Or I put frames within frames. I could try and do that, but we'll see. So basically, cut your inner out, and then in the sugar plum fairy kit, what I've actually done is, so you've got your frames. You have got the frames, which could easily be cut down. You could then cut that down and mat and layer it, so if you wanted the perfect shape. Or the idea was that I've done the other sheets so that you could put them over it, because this is actually the easiest way to do your shaker card, is to have a bigger one like this to put it onto. However, you could mat and layer that up, which will then stick onto the back of there as well, but you've got to get it spot on for it to line up perfectly. We can try it that way. But the idea is that you've then got these scenes, you see, that you can use your frames over and make your shaper card. Yeah, the frames mix and match, because this has its own frames. Look, I went for a little bit more vintage frame in this kit. So the idea is, if you cut that out, and then you're going to take your red liner, and this is the wide red liner, the new wide red liner. Why have I just done that? Look at that. What a numpty. Oh, long scissors. Like so. Ignore the request for frames. Why? Change your mind. We're going to put that down there. And this down here. Flip this around here. Okay, then we want a piece of acetate, which I thought I got out. Where have I put it now? If you saw my table, I can't see anything again. I'm so messy, some through. Where did I put my acetate? Oh. Just a moment, I'll have to have a tidy up because it's disappeared amidst everything. Got it out, so I got it ready. Now I can't find it. One can't just lose acetate. What have you done with it, you mad woman? Oh, give me a break. I literally got it out just before we come live. Oh, it's there. I can see it's buried. Freaking out, look. Freaking out. Acetate. Dawn's acetate. I was thinking driftwood one, different shades of wood, mirror effect I see what you mean. Yeah, like the driftwood ones that I did in Seaside Treasures, they're lovely, aren't they? I do like those ones. Right, so we put a red line on, like so, and put... I don't have much strength at the moment, and I don't have as much energy. I used to just push on working. I'd be working till 3, 4 in the morning. I can't do it anymore. All of a sudden, my body's like, no chance, you're going to bed. No chance. Called getting old, I think. A snowy wintry one for each season. Oh, you said because I can't remember all that, Karen. Right, so we're going to put this on here. I'm going to go to the edge on 2 sides, and then I just have to cut 2 sides. Like so. See? Yeah, my blood pressure's a bit high. It says. A little bit high. Because, like, obviously, my dad died of heart attacks and my mum died of stroke. So, I wanted to know all these checks. So, I've now got, this is a Hume band. And it tells me, because I've got a bit scared lately, I'll be honest with you. And a bit freaked out because I had a few bad do's. I think, please God, couldn't have everything me. And this Hume band gives you an indication, tells you if it tells you it can be weeks before if you're going to have a stroke or a heart attack because of changes. It's bigger. It tells me how much sleep I've had, that I've not enough sleep. It tells me lots of things. Yeah, I'm drinking a bit of water. Yeah, it's clever. You get an even app that tells you everything. So this case, look, I'm taking it off so it's there. That is picking up. It had water behind it because I washed my hands. That flashes green normally, and that picks up from your bloodstream. Look, it's going back to green. It should go to green. I had a bit of water under there. And that's the gauge pulse and reads everything. Here, you leave it on all the time. I forgot to take it off this morning when I got in the shower. And it reads everything. And then you've got... No, I'm not on pressure meds. And then you've got an app, Hume Health. And this shows you everything, the blood rate. If I go on to band, you've got all the time your blood pressure, you steps. I'm not doing enough steps, but I can't walk that far. Look, beats per minute, HIV, stress level, body temperature, heartbeat, everything. Heart rate 84 at the minute. Blood pressure 122/71. I only had 5 hours 33 sleep last night, and only, it tells you, where does it tell you about your about you, this is that you awake, REM, light sleep, deep sleep, and then it tells you how you can improve, what you need to do. It's very clever. It was on off. They're really expensive. They're normally about £300, but it was on offer for like a half price. And I thought, well, Hume, I'll send you a link. I've been looking at it for over a year because of health issues. So it's not cheap, but I got really scared. So I thought, well, if I'm not. If I have really bad heart palpitations. I had a really bad session last night. And I am on med for, I have a ectopic heartbeat. So it can just go crazy sometimes, and that's when it frightens me. And it did last night. You can even put your food in. You can put everything into it. What you're eating. You can. And Sarah said you need to do that. Then you know what you're eating. Because I don't feel like I'm being successful in losing weight, and I'm on a time scale. It's a horrible feeling. It is. Right. So I've put my 3D foam on. So acetate first with red liner. 3D foam. Now, if we're going to use this, we've got to make this bigger so it sits back into there. So I've got to mat that on something so then I can position it. So let's have a look colour wise what we can put around it. I've got this blue handy. So I'm going to do this so it's approximately the right size to fit under there, so I can line it up with it and know that it's going to be all right. So we're going to go there, and we're going to go here. When the heart palpitations start, freaks me out. And I try deep breathing. They tell you to try deep breathing, and I don't know. When Frank's here, he makes me eat. I said to Sarah, I said, I'll lose some weight now this week, now he's not here. Which I need to do anyway. You just have to try and breathe deeply. All right, that's going to sit on the back of there, look, like so. So we've got to position this pretty central and to here, so that when I line that up to match up with the outside, she's in the right position, like so. So I'm going to put this on here. I have atrial fibrillation happen 3 times in clusters, type 2 MIs. And it's horrible, isn't it? It's scary. Especially when you're on your own. I said that to Frank last night. I feel better when you're here. But he said, well, I've got to go and earn money. I said, I know. I'm on bisoprolol. That's what I'm on, Anne. That's what they put me on. Right, so that's going to sit there, look, like that. So we need to put a shaker bits. Yeah, it is. I get scared. When I'm alone, I get scared. Wherever I walk in the house, I take my phone with me. Now, you can get a thing to put around your neck, can't you? But wherever I walk, I just take my phone. I take my phone because I feel safer if I've got my phone. Right, so I only got 3 of the colours. I missed out on one colour because there wasn't enough for me, and they've all gone. I've got the blue, which is rather nice because you've got lots of blue in there. This one, I think this one with the pink I might use. The gold, because you've got golden sparkles, so she'd match them really nicely. I think I'm going to go with this one on here. So, cut out caffeine to reduce them. Yeah, I know. I have irregular heart readings and have to tell hospital if I go in. What can I do? Well, there's not a lot I can do about it. I think yesterday I got a bit worked up. It's really, when Frank came in and said they've asked me to go and start a job in the morning, I don't know, because he's been here for the last couple of weeks. Last 3 weeks he's been, well, we went away and then he's been here for 2 weeks. So I've kind of got used to him being around, and Lily loves it, and they go for walks, and he's been cooking and helping me with business, and he's brilliant like that. So I got a bit upset when he said, I've got to go and make money. And I said, I know. I know, but I just got a bit worked up. I got a bit worked. This is a really big picture, so I'm putting a bit extra in here. But normally I won't put this much in a shaker card. It wouldn't go for quite so much, so you'll get 2 out of that bag if you do 2 big ones. But and you can put, you know, it's nice to put, if you've got this, like the stars, the golden stars would be good in there. Have I no golden stars? Let's mix some golden stars out of here. That's why you've got stars in here. This is my open one anyway, so I can have a few stars too. Yeah. Yeah, so I just got worked up, and when I looked, it shows you, when he told me how my stress level spiked on this thing, it showed me stress spike. And then I went to take him to train station at 6 o'clock, and it went from 6 o'clock, it literally went up the spike to 7 o'clock, to like the highest it had been all day. So twice it spiked really badly, my blood pressure and my stress level, just from getting upset. And then last night I started with really bad heart palpitations. I was scared. I sat there doing deep breathing and that. And it is because you just get worked up, don't you? And there you go. You've got your shaker card. See, I probably didn't need to put as much as that in, but a little bit of shaker card. And that's a quick and easy shaker card. You will need to keep an eye on it if it's spiking, then go to doctor if need be. It's up and down like that all the time. But it's been unstable recently. But that's why I got this, because I was having some really bad do's a few weeks ago, and I thought, I'm going to get it because it's scaring me now. I just feel it's a waste of time when you go to doctors, to be honest. You don't get very far, do you? You don't get very far. You can't buy cards like this, yeah. You cannot. And there you go with your little shaker card. How simple. But that's why I've done these frames. So when you Sugar Plum Fairy, you get 4 of the frames, and you get the heart one. So the heart one, you do exactly the same. Do exactly the same. We've put some of this new hologram sparkle in here, and hologram stars in these new ones. Looks fab. Off to the doctor's tomorrow. Yeah, I know, that's the other thing. That's what it says on Hume about taking your app with you to show everything. Take the app to the doctors, and you can see you've got a running thing of it, a lot detailed. It helps a lot of people. It helps a lot of people. So that's my, got to get bloods on Saturday. A fib causes the release of a heart enzyme into the blood. That's how A&E can tell if it's a heart attack. Ah. Well, this, apparently from them pulses, that's how it tracks everything. All the pulses, and it does something else. It goes into something else, and oh, come off here now. Let me just see. It says, let me see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find it. Look, it's connected now, so you can see it gives you this all the time. So it's, I just did it because, like I said, I was getting a bit scared. And it analyses daily metabolic capacity, strain, recovery. It suggests what exercise you need to do, time in bed, sleep quality, active calories, heart minutes, steps, not doing enough steps, bedtime goal, wake up time. Tells you everything. You can get the Hume pod as well that you can stand on, and it does your full body BMI and everything. I wouldn't mind that as well, but I can't afford that. And then you can join the nutrition section, the care section. So nutrition, you can photograph and put your what you're eating in, and it'll tell you. approximate calories and stuff as well. So that's, Sarah said, that's what you should be doing. So my blood pressure now is 117 to 124. Diastolic, whatever, systolic is that. Diastolic, whatever it means, 67 to 73 is elevated, it says. Not very high, but elevated. Heart rate 67 beats per minute. It says that's high. I've gone up to high, look. Which probably means I should go to bed and get some sleep. It's clever. Oxygen level. That says it's good. Oxygen level's good tonight. Body temperature standard. Anyway, I've only been on it 5 days. So it says it needs a bit more time to get a full evaluation of me, but that's what it's told me so far. Not high on the numbers, it said. No, it says it's not dangerous. It said it's quite high, but not dangerous. Yeah, blood pressure 122/71. I don't know. Elevated. It just says elevated. I don't really understand it. I need to learn more about it. But anyway, I feel my headache coming in though now. That's like sleep needed. Sleep needed. And I've lost the live now. But I'm going to say goodnight, folks. I'm sorry for all the mix-up. I've lost it on there now, so I can't see what you're saying. 120/80 is normal. Good. Well, it's 122/71, so it's not far off, is it? It's not far off. But I only had 5 hour sleep last night, 5 hours 33 minutes, which isn't enough. So my body's feeling a bit stressed now. So I'm going to go to bed. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad you enjoyed the workshop. Thank you. And I'm not going to be live, like I said, tonight. Well, 5 minutes and it's tomorrow. I will miss it. Thank you. I will see you all Thursday instead of Wednesday. I do need more sleep and eat properly. I know I do. I know I do. She's come out cute, hasn't she? Look. Cheeky bits. Sparkle, sparkle. Right. Good night. God bless. Thank you very much for your company. Thank you for shopping with me. And I'll see you on Thursday evening. You'll be hearing from me tomorrow, no doubt. Good night. God bless. Bye bye. Let's see if I can end this now. How do I get out of it? Yes, thank you for the lotting, and thank you very much. Thank you, Debbie, for lotting, and thank you, Joanne, for listing. And I don't know how. Oh gosh. Do I take that? What do I don't know how to get out of this now. It's completely different. They've changed it. What about that?